the Barons score from out of nowhere here, and now they're up 2-1 with just 6 seconds left. Whoa! Wait, this is open!
No, he squared! No! Oh, no!
No!
You can't play with my emotions like that!
Oh, no!
That's not how this works!
Oh!
The pain.
That was Shakespearean tragedy before our eyes already. Oh!
I feel like the end of Macbeth right now. That hurt so much.
Yep. I mean, what can you say with that? I think definitely the Lumberjacks player, he did not realize that they had a couple seconds to work with, and so they just shoot it without taking a second to control it, and that is heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking because I'm sure the comms was, it's free, it's open, it's open. When the call should have been, you have time. You know, you had a couple seconds there to roll. Honestly, he could have put a worm burner on and just rolled it in and he would have been just fine. So that one's going to get away from the Lumberjacks there. I know that that one's going to sting. If the Lumberjacks do fall in this series, that's going to be the moment where they're going to be like, that could have changed everything.
Yeah, exactly, Ernie. I mean, plays like that can be so huge for like the momentum going the other way. I'm trying to think of the right word to describe that, but yeah, when you give up a game like that, that can be heartbreaking. And so we're hoping to see some resilience out of the Lumberjacks and hope to see them bounce back here. And definitely, I think an early goal could be a way to kind of shake that monkey off their back.
Well, I don't think anyone would ever complain about scoring first. It's always nice to be in the lead. Nice, comfy spot to be. Schmorky, not the strongest touch. Burrow's going to hit it with his purse, so it's going to get sent away. And Steve gets some style points for hitting the crossbar. It's 1-0 for the Jacks.
Yeah, and I feel like if we were in columns, we would just be hearing sighs of relief. So the Lumberjacks are able to find the back of the net this time. Steve touching it down beautifully just under the crossbar. And okay, so yeah, the Lumberjacks have themselves another lead. And kind of have to see if they can keep it this time, and maybe with solo plays. You know, Tibbles was saying before the match that Bruh is a kind of a cracked mechanical player, so I am looking at him to bring something out and kind of impress us. But for now, Lumberjacks do have a lead to play with here, and you know, we'll have to see how resilient they can be.
Yeah, Bruh's one of those players where he has the mechanical pop-off ability, but a lot of times, like right there, he's just a touch too aggressive for my own liking. I think it catches him out just a couple times. So for him as a player, I would love for him just to not creep up as much. And I think when he kind of finds that happy balance, he is going to be very spooky.
I mean, yeah, if you're a mechanically skilled player and you're given a lot of space to work with, like, there's a lot of things you can pull out and get past all the defenders. And so, yeah, you know, we'll have to see what Bruh will do here. But again, you know, the Lumberjacks have a lead, so really they can just afford to play keep away. And as long as their fundamentals are good and they keep getting strong clears and breaking up the attacks before they can happen, then, you know, they will be able to turn the series around. But with dunks like that, Sear putting on the goal line, and Sear will finish his own challenge. Okay, there we go. The Minnetonka Barons. Oh, they're not done with this game yet.
Drops like a guillotine blade down on the goal line, and Sear's going to say, thank you very much. And we're all tied up.
I was monologuing for the wrong team here. The Barons they are getting fired up maybe, and with kickoff plays like that, you know, you kind of want to see a bit more of controlled touch, but that's okay. But now Steve, okay, he's so lucky that Hunter's there, but Steve will beat him. I called Sear Steve there. Apologies, Sear. You're doing a great job of defense there. And yeah, now we're kind of back to this back and forth even gameplay that we saw for most of game one.
Good challenge there by Bruh. Couldn't get a second, but B squared will loft it back over. 2v1. It's a gorgeous passing play, but it will get shut down.
Oh.
Bro,
Oh.
off the sidewall. Good play.
Oh.
Oh, he beats them all.
Woo! That was beautiful. Dodges the demo, beats the man on the sidewall, and then beats the man challenging from third position. That was a bit aggressive for Schwarky to go for. You can see what he was trying for, but yeah, there's the solo play out of Bruh, and the Lumberjacks now find themselves with another 1-goal lead.
Lumberjacks out shooting the Barons 5-3. Off of goals by Bruh and Steve. And for the Barons right now, I don't want to say they're shooting blanks, but their shots just don't have a lot of teeth to them right now. They're not super dangerous. You know, they're kind of right at the defense, just saving them away.
Mm-hmm.
So there's got to be some sort of creativity thrown into the mix here. Because right now, from what I'm seeing, it's obviously not working.
Yeah, and you know, I think an important thing to go for, and you kind of saw it there, but Schmorky got another touch too many, is you want to look for lateral passing plays to get out of your own end, to find open spots on the field to work with, and it seems like the Barons put the ball in the corner here and then struggle to break through, and so I want to see them use the midfield more. I want to see them find openings, but Bruh, oh, that could have been a great beat, but Fraud is there to cover for it. But with just over a minute left now, the Barons are running out of time to bring out a magical play.
I wouldn't. A goal in a minute is definitely doable. I'm not going to count them out just yet. You know, they have some Seer, Fraud, and Schmorky, all great players on their team. B squared, hello, how you doing, bud? Bar down, not going to happen. Team pinch, that's going to be just wide, and it's going to allow B squared to just kind of waste a little bit more time. Bruh, he's going to do a flyby.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure everything's all right in that airspace.
Mm-hmm. A mechanically impressive flyby, you could say, as the Barons. Oh, they have pressure now, but they're not able to bring it in front of the net. And now Bruh, I think he has a lot of field to work with here, but not a lot of boost. Flicks it past one somehow. And now Fraud bringing it back for the Barons. Now just 17 seconds left on the clock. Steve hoping to get a good clear. Brings it out to Seer. Seer keeping it in. Oh, and a missed touch by Bruh. This could be in for the Schmorky. Schmorky will finish it for the Barons. And then once again, they find a second goal under 10 seconds, but this time we're all tied up already.
Good bump.
Whew.
Schmorky kind of gets two bumps there. He drills Bruh out of the crease. And you know, they cut it close.
Yeah.
But we're going to need some overtime here once more. Casters do not get a rest.
Mm-hmm. Overtime unless...
Unless?
Yeah, overtime. with 4 players missing the ball, we are definitely going to overtime. And yeah, the Barons, back-to-back games now, they've scored with under 10 seconds left, which is kind of a crazy stat to have. And so, yeah, we'll have to see how the Lumberjacks kind of respond to this again. And maybe Steve can be the one here to do it. With 67 boost, that is quite a lot to work with. And this is a good bounce for him, but Seer will 50 it out to the midfield. Bruh's there to catch it. We've seen some magic from him before. He's not able to find the ceiling, and it will be touched down to Schmorky. And I gotta be honest, it does seem like there's a lot of solo plays, not too many passing plays. As I say that, Seer does not make it in time, and no goals just yet. Oh,
a good infield pass, but Fraud read it as it was very telegraphed. And now the Jacks on the attack once more. But just as I say so, Schmorky, he can't get the center. B squared a little late. Fraud cheaps up. This could be dangerous. But the 50 goes to the opposite corner. Both teams playing a bit of tennis, a bit of volleyball, whatever you want to call it right now, as they're just trying to wear their opponents out.
Kind of a back and forth rally, but missed touches like that, you do have to be careful. But yeah, I mean, Schmorky is in a good position, but B-squared keeping the pressure. And Aaron, you said it right. It's been a lot of back and forth and a lot of solo plays and no real passing plays. But as I say that, Bruh off the corner, Steve not able to make it And B-Square just shoots it on net, and Fraud is there to save it. Yeah, again, though, just a lot of solo plays, not a lot of passing plays, and so it as you said, it really is who's going to make the mistake on defense first.
And each Rocket League games comes down to who makes that first mistake and who makes that last mistake. And here in overtime, it's going to come down to that last mistake. As Sear making me hold my breath.
Oh.
There it is.
Yes!
Fraud. With the goal, Shmorky just great rate. He draws 2 players. Bro, just a bit aggressive there on that challenge. And the Barons take a game.
Yeah, the Barons take a game, and despite how close these have been, now it is a 2-0 series lead for the Barons. They got a lot to work with here, and credit to Shmorky, their great awareness, going for the passing play, and as you said already, drawing in 2 defenders like that, and that definitely does mean that the Lumberjacks comms are kind of getting away from them, and so the pressure is definitely on now, and you hope to see that they'll be able to adapt now and maybe take this break between games to kind of sort themselves out.
Yeah, I think for the Lumberjacks, they need to take a deep breath here. And honestly, bruh, you can't go 1 for 7. That is abysmal shooting. If you're putting 7 shots on, more than one has to find the back of the net. He's lucky he scored, because I could call him James Bond. But with that being said, Barons did a phenomenal job. They stuck with it. And again, for the Lumberjacks, I just think they get a little aggressive at times, and we saw a double commit there right at the end. And that was their undoing. So I believe for game 3, right?
Yep, game 3.
Okay, game 3.
Game
it
3,
is
match
1-1. Match point.
Oh yeah, it's match point. Barons are up 2-0.
That is right.
Yep.
Pardon me.
The Lumberjacks, they don't need axes. They need brooms. They're hoping for a reverse sweep. And when you're getting almost scored a kickoff like that, that is not how you start your reverse sweep. But they hold out for now. As I say, that Shmorky put it up high. This is bouncing low in front of the net. Bruh gets a awkward touch, but he's still there. Gets a 50 though. Oh, this is dangerous maybe. But Shmorky's there, putting up for Fraud. Fraud trying to touch down to Shmorky, but Steve is there, putting it on his own corner. And yeah, Ernie, so a bit of a crazy start, but the Lumberjacks, they do hold on.
Off the holy smokes. I thought B-Squared had that one buried. But Sear says no. So we continue to be a 0-0 here in the opening minute.
Mm-hmm. He scores first minute. I think that's been a story for most of tonight, I want to say. I could be wrong about that. These matches are starting to blur together, and they've been so close and intense and back and forth. And I will say, though, we have seen that, the leading goal does not lead to a blowout, but Steve looking to find the leading goal here, and he will bounce it. The slow bounce shot will find its way into the top corner. Great shot, Steve.
Great shot. Phenomenal passes. Fraud just in no man's land.
They make it work.
They make it work. And with that, hold on. Little close.
Yeah. A little close. It looks like the Lumberjack players are a little hesitant to jump right away on defense sometimes. Oh my gosh! Well, they'll go flying by, but at least brought an open net to work with here. Can he center it? Not able to pop it up. If he had gotten a better first touch here, that would have been a 2-goal lead for the Lumberjacks, but a long shot from Smorky. And Brutt is there to cover. Yeah, these, oh my god. The Lumberjacks defense is giving me heart palpitations, Ernie.
It's not great defense, but, as long as the ball stays out of the back of the net, I'm not going to complain.
Mm-hmm. That is the most important thing.
If it works, there's no need to fix it. Steve now up in the corner. He'll be all by himself here. Wraps it around Seer, whiffs. Shmorky puts it back. As that was an unpunished mistake for the Barons.
Wow, yeah, Barons get a little lucky there. Lumberjacks maybe upset that they won't be able to bring it up in 2, and Schwark with the long shot. Oh, that almost finds its way in. The Barons have had some good long shots, but thankfully a man from the Lumberjacks has been back every time. But this could be a play here. The second man too slow to be there. And again, though, I do feel like the story for both teams is that missing second man. They're not always pressed up to be there. And once again, oh, but B squared extending the play a little longer as Seer misses the zero boost clear off his backboard. And Schmorky pops it up to B squared, keeping it in now for the Lumberjacks. Can they find the dunk? That would have been a crazy ceiling dunk from B squared, but the Barons will hold on for now and get their counterattack going.
But I agree, it's been a lot of just one-man attacks from both sides. We don't see a lot of passing plays. B squared, he shuts that one down. Bruh tries to cut it inside, can't get the follow-up.
Oh, jeez, that's a flyby from B squared. As we're just under 80 seconds remaining, and Seer tries to get the bump, but he makes it. Oh, what a great save out of B squared.
Shmorky gets demoed, or Shmorky gets a demo, excuse me. Pop up by Steve. No immediate follow-up. And that allows Fraud to send that one away off the backboard. B squared can't get there. And a minute to go. Another demo by Shmorky. He is trying to get that Baron squad kickstarted. Fraud gets one now. That's 3 demos within 30 seconds.
Oh. Yeah, 3 demos in 30 seconds, and also almost a great passing play, but the second man just a bit too slow to get there, but you do like to see the Lumberjacks having the awareness to go for it, and now just under 30 seconds, they just need to kill the ball, and they can maybe start the reverse sweep, but a double miss like that on your goal line is not how you keep it, bruh! Off spawn will keep the Lumberjacks alive for now as the clock's ticking down. Oh, Ernie, that was so close.
1. Final rusher, Seer tries to cut it inside. It's not there. Fraud down to the corner. B squared with the massive clear. Steve to send it down. 1 more potential rush for the Barons, but it's not going to happen. The Lumberjacks will take game number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're starting the reverse sweep, you have to think about it one game at a time. All right, don't think about that game 5 just yet. Think about the next game coming up. They did a great job holding on this game. Pretty even across the board, though, for both teams, right? 5 shots for the Lumberjacks to the Barons 6. 5 saves for the Lumberjacks to the Barons 4. So both teams evenly matched, but the Lumberjacks, I think, really the decider this game and what, helped them keep that lead for the first time this series was those heroic diving saves across the net that we saw from B squared and that we saw from Bruh. And so, hero plays are a great way to, kickstart the momentum and definitely get your mojo going for the series.
And better late than never for the Lumberjacks here. As game number 4 will be underway.
If we go to 3 game 5s, Ernie, this is going to be a long night. But
I mean, it could be 3 game 7s.
True, it could be 3 game 7s, but we're spared that for now because this is just the opening week, and what an opening week it has been. And yeah, game 4 here. So, the Lumberjacks, you're still down in the series. You did get a big win here. Now, what can you bring that's new to the table? What can you do to shake things up and kind of keep that little advantage you had going over the Barons?
Well, I mean, for the Lumberjacks, keep that unpredictability going. I mean, Bruh, he is such a mechanical player. We've seen B squared have some nutty touches. Same with Steve. So it's a matter of, I think, just kind of working together. As for the Barons, they got to keep up to tabs. Because This is dangerous. That shot right there, that's got to go in the back of the net.
Yeah.
I mean, you are point blank. And you got to connect on that shot, just like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as you say, connect, and Schwarky will connect, finding the slow bouncing shot, but that's okay. Because, yeah, just the Lumberjacks did not have anyone back in a good position to save that. So, I haven't come to commenting on it, but we have seen a bit of double committing out of the Lumberjacks tonight. And so, kind of getting... The Barons have been doing a good job exploiting that, and we see that happen right there. And so now they have a lead. We'll have to see what they can do with it. Will they, kind of just run the clock down and play defense for 4 minutes, or will they keep the pressure and try and blow this lead out?
Yeah, and I think those double commits come from the Lumberjacks from all three players being on the more aggressive side. All three players, they want to hit the ball. They want to be the player to score. They want to be the one in the limelight. But Rocket League, it's a team game. You need to have a solid rotation, and that one will get away from him. Bro with the carry puts it through. Just some last-second adjustments going to tie us up.
Yep, a beautiful job here. Gliding past the man in net. Bruh, again, we've known him to be mechanically gifted, and he has proven it right there with just a clean wall-to-air dribble. And now we're all tied up. Now it's an even game. And actually, the Lumberjacks win the kickoff here, and Steve putting off the backboard for B-Squared, who's up quick. But he puts it awkward in the corner now. Fraud trying to counterattack, giving it over to Schmorky. And now the Barons have the pressure. We'll have to see if they can maybe take the lead. But as I say that, of course, B-Squared will clear it out to Sear. Pops it up for Bro, who pops it up for B-Squared, who will just shoot it on net. And yeah, that wasn't really a dangerous play, but it could have been. It really could have been, Ernie.
That one could have been deadly. So.
Oh, God. Oh, that was going to be an own goal.
Y'all are getting real spooky with it. In week one. I love it. I don't love seeing Steve missing the Doomsday there. That would have been kind of neat. Now, with just about a little over 2 minutes to go, we're deadlocked at one apiece. Bruh can't get the dunk through a Schmorky.
If I see one more ball come flat across the goal line like that, I might lose my mind, Ernie. These are so close to going it for both teams, but somehow we're just all tied up now with just under 2 minutes left. Okay, so I definitely think the players do need to be aware of the situation. They need to calm themselves down. Don't get too drawn into the pace here, but going for great plays like this. Oh, wait, hold on. A miss clear.
Oh, no way!
Diving save. Oh, these diving saves for both teams are coming in clutch.
Oh, my God, Schmorky.
Oh, my God. We are getting so many highlight. We are getting so close to an offensive highlight reel, and just every time it is posted wide, and it's so close every time. But we're somehow still all tied up after a minute of crazy goalpost defending.
It just comes down to the nerves, I think, for either side. We know both sides can play well, but when push comes to shove, both sides just don't seem to have it. So, 1 minute to go. Game 4, Lumberjacks looking to force Game 5. Barons looking to go home with a 3-1 victory. But, it is so close. Not like this.
Oh, my God.
Not like this.
No. Oh, Steve will miss the touch to carry it in the corner, and yeah, it will get put it off of B-Squared. That is heartbreaking for the Lumberjacks, and you are popping off if you're a Barons fan here. And B-Squared doesn't follow up the kickoff, even though he won it, and now just under 30 seconds left. The Lumberjacks down a goal here. They need to find a play and break out their own here, but Fraud will shoot on the net. Bouncing off the crossbar, Sear up. No, Steve gets the clear. Oh, and a double from Broad. This could be an open net to work with. fakes one, up now with boost, but a great challenge. The Barons keeping it out for now, already in just under 10 seconds left.
Sears shot going to be just short. Bruh gets the massive clear. Steve can't get a touch. B-Square just touch doesn't bounce mid, and that's going to be the series. The Barons come out on top.
Oh, and it's not a clean come out on top, but they get the wins when it matters. They get those last second goals really in three of the 4 games. All the ones they won, they just scored in the last minute and they somehow make it work. And so great resilience out of the Barons. That was hard on the heart, but they will close it out. We are spared another game 5, Ernie, but that was still a great series.
We are spared game 5, but we're also spared infinite overtime.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I think for the Lumberjacks, again, it just kind of came down to their double commits and just players not trusting each other, letting their teammates do their work. A lot of times, just players just going for balls that their teammates had covered. And that throws a wrench into everything. And I think for the Lumberjacks, they just got to clean up their rotations and just not be as aggressive.
Yeah, and it is important to keep in mind, right? This is just the opening week, right? These guys, first time they're playing with each other after preseason and scrims, and so they're still feeling each other. And definitely the Lumberjacks did have moments of brilliance. You have to acknowledge those solo plays out of Bruh. You have to acknowledge those heroic diving saves. And so I think I agree with you, Ernie. If they can iron out the rotations, maybe look for some more team plays, they can be a fearsome team as the season develops. But the Barons, they I mean, I gotta be honest, I want to talk about again. 3 games they score in the last minute, 2 of those in the last 10 seconds. That is unfathomable to me. That is just crazy.
They do what they got to do, and sometimes teams that don't start off hot, but they can finish great. So with that, we're going to send it to a bit of a break, and when we come back, it'll be the Minneapolis Miracles taking on the Rochester Rhythm. We'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen.
citrus and fire burning so sweetly. Too shy to call you alive when you said you need me. In a week from now, I'll be trying not to call you. Talking myself down, explaining that there's no use. Ooh, I'm gonna hurt myself trying to love you. You're gonna hurt me too. Kiss and tell me to go soon. You're gonna hurt me too.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after that brief intermission. I hope you all got some snacks, got something to drink. Drink water, ladies and gentlemen. Stay hydrated. That's just for me. We have the Miracles and the Rhythm for our third match of the evening. I am Turney Ernie, and I am continued to be joined by Sarah Soto. And from what I have heard, you are having a great time.
I mean, yeah, this is my first time casting some MNCS, and yeah, these first two series were absolute bangers. A pleasure to cast with you specifically, Ernie, and I'm enjoying these games. And on paper, because that's all I know about these teams, I just know their MMRs and their preseason matchups. I am really excited to see one of the teams we're about to watch.
Only one of the teams, not both?
Excited for both, but I think on paper, Rhythm. If you just look at MMRs, I know that's not a good stat to look at. If you just look at MMRs, Rhythm is, in theory, the team to beat this season. So,
the Rhythm, they do have the infamous Boosty Boys, as they were once known, I believe, back in Season 2 of S-Baves, Jobro, and AMR. S-Baves and Jobro, they were on the Senators Challenger League team last season, and I know, if I recall correctly, that team did not fare too well. Ended up near the bottom of the standings. So I'm curious to see what they can do here now in Rising Star. And we'll have to see what they can do going up against Stego Ignited and Mr. Sir Alpha Leg.
I was hyping up the Rhythm beforehand. I don't want to say this is a blowout series. I think it will be pretty close, and definitely I am excited to see how the two teams are going to approach each other. All of these first games they've definitely been big feeler matches. Like, it's teams kind of figuring out their ranges, figuring out their passing plays. The solo plays aren't quite there. We did see that one blowout series, or that one blowout game one. So, yeah, I really think this game one, it could go either way. And so, again, I always look towards that game two, but we still have to start with that first one. My prediction, though, I think the Rhythm are going to come out strong, and then the Miracles will have to see how they can adapt to maybe that. I'm expecting a bit more speed out of the Rhythm, but we'll have to see.
And as we wait for the game to do its thing, we have all 6 players locked and loaded. There we go. It is kickoff between the Miracle and the Rhythm. AMR now, quick shot off the backboard, but Ignito will clear Chase and Demo. Alpha to hold the zone. Ignited to center, but Jobro again with a large clear. And these teams, again, testing the waters, going back and forth to start.
Mm-hmm. Yep, testing the waters. I mean, the Rhythm did have a little bit of a little bit of pressure after the first kickoff, but oh gosh, I'm going to get used to these team names again. The Miracles did a great job holding out, and now they're on the counterattack, and it does seem like we're kind of stuck in this weird midfield back and forth, and so you're kind of hoping to see one of the teams go for a passing play.
Yeah, both teams, they're not showing all their cards just yet. Just kind of testing the other team, seeing what they're capable of before you go for a full swing here. Alpha with a bit of a fake ignited. He's going to get bodied off the ball. Stego. Past one, tries to jam it through the second on the near post, but it's not going to connect. Oh, ignited. He gets robbed out of the crossbar. And right now, the Miracles doing a good job. They've moved that midfield, that theoretical midfield line forward just a little bit with their offensive pressure. Stego, again, just can't jam that one near post.
Oh. Yeah, and some of these challenges that the Miracles are breaking out, they're going beautiful in their favor. They're just not quite there to follow it up. And as I say that, of course, Rhythm on the counterattack. AMR up now, shot, and that's just going to be an open net. AMR will find the opening for the Rhythm in game one here. Just solid placement and great demo out of Braves.
That is a good demo by S-Baves. And you know, I think I don't recall, but there might have been a double commit on that final challenge. One of those players could have doubled back into net, but really at that point there was nothing they could have done as AMR just had a good shot on.
No panic, all control.
Exactly. That said, approaching halftime here, the Miracles looking for the equalizer. Stego drifts a bit too far forward. Ignited low shot. Redirect not going to happen. Good control here by Minneapolis. Ignited, that's another good shot, but AMR just built like a brick wall. And keeping the Miracles out of the back of the net.
Yeah, they respond to the opening goal with pressure. Wait, this is just going to bounce straight down, but Alpha not able to find, but Stego turns and burns and goes for it. Great awareness out of Stego. Instead of rotating out, he turns and finishes this, and again, we see a double commit from one of the teams, but this time it breaks in favor for the Miracles, and they get their break after what felt like such a long minute, or a very long minute of pressure.
Yes. Shots on goal currently 6-2 in favor of the Miracles. As it feels as if Rochester has been forced to play a lot of defense here after scoring the opening goal. Stego gets a clear, returns to sender. And back and forth these teams go. Rochester, they really like their big clears and to chase after them. But I think right now Minneapolis, they've eased back just a little bit so they can catch those clears and force them right back down the throats of Rochester. Ignited on the goal line. Going to get stopped. As there are frags and refrags galore. Jobro open net. How do you do?
Gotta be honest, I'm kind of curious where the defense was from. Oh, Alpha lag. Oh, I was wondering where the defender was for Miracles. Yeah. Alpha lag just maybe not seeing the pop-up to the Rhythm player there, challenging way too early in an awkward spot. And yeah, it's kind of funny there, Ernie. None of those demos directly contributed to the goal, and but the net was still open anyways. Oh, but here we go.
Wow, that's clean. That's what I love to see. Just a little give and go. That near post was wide open.
Great
and just
passing.
like that, yeah. Deficit's back to 2.
Beautiful awareness out of S-Baze. You know, kind of expecting this. He is an experienced player. Whoa. And he is familiar with his teammates, I want to say, too. That is always a huge thing in, the opening weeks. While some teams are still getting used to each other, other teams, they've already been playing for seasons. And so, yeah, the Rhythm are looking really good here in game one. And the Miracles, they have had great pressure, though. So, Can they make it work here? Oh, almost a passing play cut out by Baves. Leading the counterattack now for the Miracles. Putting it in the corner. And it can't get the follow-up. Alpha trying to turn quickly. If the Miracles can find a quick goal here and get a playoff kickoff, they can tie things up, Ernie.
Alpha, he's awkward. Can't
Oh.
get to center. Stereo can't get the touch. All 3 players in the corner for Minneapolis, and the Rhythm will rock and roll their way towards game number 1.
Yeah, and rock and roll and demo their way. This is, I have to say, the most explosive game we have seen all night so far. And I mean, maybe that's the, we're going to have to see as the series goes out. Is that, kind of their game plan for every game? Or is that maybe just how they wanted to really take it right to the Miracles? But either way, great aggression, great passing plays. And so now the Miracles, it's up to them. What are they going to do to adjust to the bumping and demoing?
I think for the Miracles, well, personally, what I would do is I would just crank the audio in game, just so so you can hear their cars, so you know when something's coming, and you just got to call out to your teammates if they're getting chased or something like that, because your teammates, they don't have eyes on the back of their head, and sometimes that split second extra that they can get will help them out, and maybe they can dodge a demo or two, and that's when I think they can capitalize, is when the Rhythm are just headhunting and they kind of forget about playing defense for a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you catch them on the counterattack.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know firsthand, when you do go for bumps and demos, you inevitably take yourself out of rotation, and so that does leave openings, but right off a kickoff, Ignited kind of gives it away to Baves. I'll finish my point later, but I just want to say, I think the Miracles, they do have the pressure. They've shown that they can be on the attack. They just need to figure out their ranges, get a bit better passing here. Plays here as Stay. Oh, what a beautiful passing play from Stego in the corner to Ignited. That is how you open up a game.
Oh my goodness. They were having issues with their passes on the ground. Why not take it to the air? And just a missile finds its way into the back of the net.
And now they have themselves the lead. So, once again, how are they going to deal with this? And with another long shot like that, Alpha, just up early in the midfield, beats the man in the air, and he will fire it in. Ernie, missiles describes it perfectly. This is a bullet into the back of the net.
As it's almost deja vu, a near similar event that leads up to a goal. And right now the Rhythm are stunned. Oh my gosh!
Oh, this has been so awkward because Alpha missed the back boost, but somehow the Miracle get out of their end.
The Miracles are feeling it. They just went for a pinch.
Yeah, okay. I mean, why not? You got a cushion to work with, but you have to be careful with 50s in front of your net like there, and Joe will find it off the backboard. Wow, okay, so Miracles are trying stuff, but the Rhythm are sticking with what works, and what works is winning the 50 and following up with pure aggression. And now we're within 1.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. And we're only a minute gone, and it's 2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, on track. Technically on track to a 10-5 game, but I don't think that's going to happen. The numbers don't always, they're not always correct here. And so, yeah, we'll have to see, can the Miracle maybe get their another second goal? Oh my gosh, that was so dangerous, but Alpha will find the dunk. And now it's up to Ignited in the corner. Hitting off the backboard. A double commit from the Rhythm is kind of awkward there, but they do find their way out. And now it's on to Stego, can't read the backboard bounce. Oh, he touches it down, but a great demo from Alpha Leg on the second man, and a great demo from Stego on the third man. And now he misses the pass. Oh, that looks so good, Ernie.
It is just so close. For the Miracles, as Joe Bro just playing a fullback up the middle of the field. Just trying to force that ball through, be a blocker for his teammates. Ignited bumps Joe off. Oh. And S-Babes will happily played that one to the corner.
Yeah, a bit of a mistouch here, though, as Ignited will just punish the... I've got to be honest, I'm not quite sure where them are trying to go with the ball here. S-Base maybe just trying to get across to his teammate. It's a too far for it. Ignited, great job punishing that mistake. That is like... When you have an aggressive second man, that is what you're capable to do. And so, the Miracle, they are doing great job this game.
Miracles, they are doing what is asked of them. You know, I'm going to point this out right now. They have 3 shots, and they also have 3 goals.
Hmm? Oh,
Perfect
oh.
shooting percentage. Sonny, just not enough heat on that last shot. 2 players in the corner. They both go headhunting. They both forget about the ball.
Uh-oh.
And there you go. See, you have to hit the ball to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, and it looks like the... Yeah, so that missed touch from Ignited putting in front of his net, but both of his teammates were boostless. I just checked. Alpha sitting there with a poor old 0, and so, you know, the thing with pressure and demoing is you might not find the goal right away, but you are still in their boost, and so the longer it goes, the more openings you get, and so, once again, physical play out of the rhythm brings this series closer, or brings this game closer, I should say.
You know, Rhythm, they're not going away without a fight. And speaking of, Joe Bro goes a bar Mexico. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 3.
Yeah, I mean, you were saying the Miracle are 3 for 3, but Joe is 3 for 5. He is leading the way for the Rhythm on the attack, and just great job finding the right angles here. Crossbars, goalposts, he is sneaking in every time he can. And yeah, Rhythm and battle back. Now we're all tied up. So once again, Miracles, what can you do? Because if you lose this game, you have to reverse sweep.
For the Miracles, they got to shut down Joe. That's an early challenge, and Joe is 4 for 6. Man is on fire, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. He is on fire, and his teammates are on fire from all the demos they're putting out. Rhythm are just... It kind of felt like for the little bit here, they toned down the aggression, and now they're just going all out again, and it's working for them. They've scored, I think, 3 goals in a solid minute, so a flurry of pressure now, and now for the first time this game, the Miracle find themselves down. Will we see a solo play? Will we see a pass play? Or will we maybe see them bring the aggression themselves and try and get some demoing? But first, they need to break out of their own end. As Babe's keeping it in. Alpha leg. 0 boost. Not able to get a good clear, but Ignited. Popping it up, but it goes right to Joe, who centers it for Baze. Baze in the air now, putting it back to Joe. Joe shot on net, and he will sink it in. Joe, 5 for 7 this game.
That's hot. I don't know what else you want me to say. That is a gorgeous passing play from the Rhythm. You could say, Saro,
Oh no.
that they have found their rhythm.
Oh, I knew it was coming, and still, yeah, but exactly right, Ernie. They were down 3-1 at one point, and now they're up 5-3. That is an impressive comeback, but with long pitches like that, hold on, that might just roll in, but Joe is there in time. Oh, but Stego looking to center it. And yeah, Ernie, Rhythm have found their rhythm. They have found the sauce that works for them, and Alpha getting the demos, but the third minute's not there to follow, so we'll have to see, can the Miracles find the way to break out from this pressure from the Rhythm, or will the Rhythm just make it a clean 3-0? Because that's how it's looking with just under 20 seconds now, down 2 goals.
Ignited going to send this one off the backward. Oh, it was a good read there by Alpha, but it's not going to come to fruition. And as the clock winds down, the Rhythm will take game 2 in a comeback, scoring 5 straight. No, I'm sorry, 4 straight.
Yep. Yeah, and 4 straight in the last 2 minutes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Just... Whew.
They at the end they really upped their tempo. And Joe Bro just went lights out.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, it really felt like this game was like when it rains, it pours. Because like once the rhythm found the rhythm, we know we've been saying that a lot, but once they found, the right amount of demoing and passing and finding the right space to work with, they just started being lethal on the attack, being so quick with the transition. And so for the Miracles now, again, we have a team looking to reverse sweep here. They need to make adaptations. I think what they need to do first and foremost is cut out those passing plays in the midfield, because when you're sitting back on defense, waiting for the play to happen, you are more vulnerable for the bump and for the demo. So what I want to see from the Miracles is being aggressive in the midfield, in the Rhythm's own end, and stop them from transitioning so quickly.
And now we have game 3 underway.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not what you like to see right out of the gate. AMR off the backboard. It's not there. But again, heavy pressure by Rochester. Looming over, there's a demo by Sunny, and I'm saying it now, this Rochester team's going to have the most demos by the end of the season. Hands down.
I would concur with that after only watching 3 games. Yeah, they are a very aggressive team, and so we'll have to see how the other teams can adjust. But for now, in game 3, the Miracles have held on. They've kept the ball out. And yeah, so the thing with aggression, though, is if you do it too much, the other team does get used to it. So we'll have to see if hold that thought as Alpha gets a good shot there, but it is kept out by Bays. Now leading the counterattack off the ceiling with the flip, uses it early, can't beat Ignited, but Ignited will put it in front of his own net. Oh, this is in front of the Miracles net, still in front of the Miracles net, and Alpha will finally clear it out. Ernie, that ball was floating in front of the net for what seemed like a lifetime, but it does not get put in.
And I am just dumbfounded how that ball did not find its way into the back of the net. It was just floating there for Rochester's taking, and they just did not have a player in position. Ignited going to send this one to the corner. AMR button hooks, allows Sunny to pick it up. Alpha meets it at the near post. Things settling down for a moment. Ignited gets a booted to Mars.
Yeah,
And the worst-
sometimes.
It is just
Cut you
oh
off
so
there.
close. It's oh so close, and there's times where the Miracles, they're looking strong. They can keep up with the pressure and the demos. But then there's times where Rochester just puts it in a different gear, and Minneapolis gets all out of sorts.
And I mean, I guess Eric out there. I just want to say, hold
There it
on.
is.
No, I can't even get my point across. As Stego will find the bounce off the corner, and I'll
saw the
save my
double
point
commit
for
here.
later.
Yep,
But he finds it.
S-Baves and I think it was AMR just kind of wanted to hold door handles for a little bit. And it ended up costing them. They both kind of got caught. And it was Stego to open the scoring here in game 3. There's a demo that shot well high and wide. Sunny with the demo. And it was an open net, just a little too much on it. Now the Miracles begin to pick up the pace.
Oh,
Ignited couldn't get high enough. That ball's going to bounce off the backboard. And Rochester, they are still hunting for those demos. As I have scrimmed them once or twice, and it's really kind of their play style. They're and a very physical team.
Oh,
Case in point. And it works out for them.
yeah, perfect timing. And again, as I was saying though, if you bump a demo too much, the other team gets used to it. So we'll have to see as they shake these up. Stego will find a great shot. Beautiful read, beautiful positioning of the car to get around the ball perfectly here. And now the Miracle find themselves up again, 2-0.
And there is a lot of finesse on that shot from such a low percentage angle. Gonna make it 2-0. Miracles staying alive. But we saw them collapse in the previous game. So no lead is safe.
Oh. It's safe if Stegel's demoing like that, though. He is saving their defense, but it looks like the Miracle players are scrambling for boost. They need to take their time and get boost and get themselves sorted and positioned properly if they want to break out of the pressure now, as AMR will put it up, but no one there just yet. I say that, though. S-Base up now. Oh, and off Joe Bro's hood, but it is not in the net somehow, and Ignited will keep it out. Ooh, the Miracles stave off the pressure for now, but the ball is still in their end now. And AMR, what can he do here? He is up. He is looking to pass it to Babes. Babes shot. A pre-jump from Stego will keep it out. And now Alpha gets pinched in the midfield. Still to Babes. The Rhythm have had so much pressure now, but they cannot find the back of the net. Woo. The Miracle weather the storm for now, Ernie.
There is still 30 seconds to go. S-Babe still hunting for demos. I'm surprised no one on the side of Rochester has gotten an exterminator yet. Alpha. That's a good clear. Draws 2. That's an open net. And we have a ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, don't look away.
Oh, no. That is tragic. Alpha, a bit of a heavy first touch. Stego, a bit too slow in the air. And yeah, this kickoff could be super important, right? If it goes the right way for the Rhythm. Okay, but no, Ignited shuts me down right there. Making it awkward now for Jobro, who's trying to pop it up, but it's kept in. So now the Miracle, they just need to run the clock down and kill it here. Can Stego... Oh, what can he do here? Oh, wait, hold on a second. That ball just somehow gets kept in the Rhythm's end. They're not able to find it, and the ball will stay down. I was just going to say already, they was so awkward in the corner here, but the Miracles, they will find their first win in the series, and again, potentially start to look for that reverse sweep.
Now, it is a one game. Let's not get too overzealous here. You got to take it one game at a time. No sweep, and I hate that I'm talking about it because that's just how you curse it. No sweep is easy. It takes a lot to come back in a series. And I think for the Miracles, they're doing a good job. They've taken that good first step, but now they have to follow it up.
Mm-hmm. And again, we're getting into the later parts of the series, and so we'll have to see what new things these teams have in their playbooks. What can they bring out to surprise the other team? Because we've seen the aggression from Rhythm. We've seen some counter bumping and demoing from the Miracles. And, I'm kind of curious if this next game is going to be an all-out bloodbath or a relatively passive affair, but we'll have to see. One thing we haven't been seeing, though, Ernie, has been kickoff plays. I would like to see maybe one or two of those.
Only time's going to tell. Because I think the longer the Miracles can keep the Rhythm off the board, the better chance they're going to have. Because when we've seen when the Rhythm score, they score in bundles. So it's just a matter of keeping the Miracles off the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm. And pressuring them in their own like that is a great way to do it. That's what I was saying. But Ignited, a soft shot, cleared out for now. But Alpha, keeping it. And I was just saying, right? The way you stop yourself from getting demoed in front of your net is not letting the ball get in front of your net in the first place, taking it to them in their own end here. And of course, as I say that, I cast a curse, and now the Rhythm on the counterattack. AMR putting off the backboard. Stego awkward, but gets the save and gets another 50, putting in the corner for Ignited. And, after some early pressure from the Miracles, the Rhythm have responded well. Oh.
They're doing all right. I think for the Miracles, they're going to have to be tested, and that's a bit of an open net.
Yeah, and I think they didn't find the demo, but they forced Alpha into the back of his net and leaving it open there. That was a great physical play. Sometimes you don't even need to get a demo. You just need to make them use their jump or make them back up. And a double fake kickoff. So
I'm not sure if they whiffed or if that was an intentional double fake?
It's a new kickoff. I'm happy. I'll take that. That's that's what I wanted to see.
New
And
strat.
so,
No one goes for kickoff.
yeah, possible.
Stego trying to follow that one. Just gets a small touch. It's just enough to get it past the defense. Good pass.
Oh, my-
AMR can't drop that one down. And a surprise to no one, Sunny with another demo. Center attempt ignited. He backflips. Oh, you're going to feel for him.
oh, yeah. Alpha did such a good job there, dribbling across the field with 0 boost. But ignited. Okay, he'll make up for it with a goal line save, keeping it out for now, and a double commit. But again, kept out for now. So the Miracles, they're scrambling a little bit on defense, but they're keeping it out, and that's what's most important. If you're keeping within one, this series can go either way, but you have to get those touches off your backboard like that. Oh, but Babe's not able to find the shot ignited. He is struggling for boost. He cannot find a good second touch here. And Alpha, what can he do here? He gets 50'd. Ernie, just the pressure is I think it's affecting Miracles in the boost department.
Yes. You know, right now the Miracles, they're all pretty boosted up right now. A lot of boost in the tank. But they're hesitant on their attack. It's a bit slow. This isn't going to allow Rochester to pick up the pace. Move back downfield. Go for some more demos.
Ignited has been making miracle saves for them. Down across that. Hold on. 2 men miss the midfield, and Stego will find the dunk. Wow, okay, that goal frankly comes out of nowhere. A fast pop-off from Stego. AMR with an early challenge. And now we're all tied up here. Stego, great job turning things over quickly. And so, 2 minutes left on the clock now. Will we see another double fake kickoff? No. Both players will touch the ball this time. And it breaks for Stego and the Miracles, who touches it to AMR. Ignited now, keeping it in the midfield 50. Ignited trying to back pass, but it goes to AMR, who beats Alpha. But Alpha takes the boost. Looking to center now. Joe Burrow up in the air, but not able to find a Babe's shot on net. Alpha kept up and still in front of the Miracles net. But again, they stay alive.
The Miracles are holding on by a thread right now. They're doing just enough, but they're going to need a tough one. Ignited had to dodge out of the way of the demo. That's rolling through, but Alpha, they're going to clear it away. And the thing is, with Minneapolis, they have to rush their clear since they're scrambling on defense. They're not really they're not in position.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I gotta hold that thought because again, the kind of 2 players down across to make the save. But the Miracle are making it work, and that's what's most important as they're even trying to go for a little lateral passing play here. Ignited. Soft touch gets the 100, can't beat 2 though, and it goes right to Joe, who's up. But Alpha's up even earlier. Touching down for Ignited. Can he get the redirect? No, off the goalpost. Oh, that was so close, but still kept in for the Miracle. Oh, what a fake by Alpha. I think he tried to go for a double fake, but the Rhythm will keep it out, and now this will drop down to Stego, who can't quite get the double touch, and now the Rhythm on the counterattack.
Stego going to cross this one over. Ignited, he can't get there. But Alpha just goes for the slow pop one to beat. But Sonny, he's been just stalwart on that back line. And I think for the Miracles, they're going to be happy to go to overtime here, potentially.
Ooh.
As they get a chance to catch their breath.
But no chance for us to catch our breath. We are right off. Wait, 2 players for the Miracles went in on that kickoff, but Joe doesn't go for the control, goes for an early play here, and now Alpha gets a chance to counterattack for the Miracles. AMR missing off the backboard, and Alpha will find the dunk just 13 seconds into overtime.
AMR just misreads the backboard, and Alpha will clean up. Well. What do we have here?
What we have is a Game 5 potential reverse sweep for the Miracles. They have held on, been so resilient, and gotta be honest, after that first game, how that first game went with Rhythm's pressure and offense, I'm surprised we've gone the distance, but I'm so happy, Ernie. The final game we're gonna be casting tonight. Oh, I'm
Yep.
speechless. This is gonna be good.
My two favorite words. Game 5. So, with that being said, the Miracles, they force Game 5. And you could say for the Rhythm that it's kind of, this series has slipped away from them for a bit. You know, they were up 2-0 in the series, and now everything's looking all hunky-dory, and now you're stunned. You don't know really what's happened. And once again, I think the team that scores first is going to have all of the momentum for the rest of the game here.
That is true, but you have to keep in mind the Miracles did tie things up, if I'm not mistaken. So momentum is important, and I think really the Miracles have just done a great job of adapting to the physical play, getting around the demos, getting around the bumps, and sneaking in some pretty cool solo plays. But as I say that, Joe putting off the backboard, two players up from
two.
Yeah, two players up, but they keep it out, and Stale gets the clean beat, but not the clean follow through as Bays keeping in ignited, centering it for the wrong team, potentially. No, Alpha's there, thankfully. Sometimes the camera angle, if you can't see the second man, it looks dangerous, and Bays making it dangerous there with a redirect in the midfield, and a beat in the corner now, again in front of the Miracles net. Ernie, this is a repeat of last match. The ball bouncing in front of the Miracles net, and they're keeping it out somehow. Miracle saves on defense.
The Miracles, they got to get together. They need to stop double committing, or it is going to be the knife in their back. Short shot going to go through. Alpha has time, goes top. Jeez. And it's 1-0 for the Miracles. What? Hold on. Oh, there's a double, and AMR just can't get back in time.
Okay, so the Miracles hole out on defense, and then I think, that is their first shot this game. They find the back of the net. That is what you want to see, and that puts the pressure on the Rhythm here, and they're feeling it immediately after kickoff. Ignited up early, but not able to keep it down, and now I think the Rhythm have a 3-for-1 counterattack here, but kind of a wasted pass in the midfield. Alpha cutting that out right away and keeping it in the Rhythm's corner. Ignited bumped, but that puts him in a good position to challenge. Bays looking for a solo play, gets 50 into the corner. Dago up now, and he gets the clear. Okay, so once again, the Miracles hold on.
Miracles, 2 minutes gone. They're looking all right. Their defense has really been what's in question. But for Rochester, AMR, what a play. Absolute filth.
Beautiful awareness out of AMR, touching it gently off the backboard, knowing the man's going to dive across for that, guiding it past two, and we are all tied up. This is a banger game for a banger series. This is beautiful here off the kickoff too, as Alpha trying to touch it down for Ignited, who puts it off the corner to Alpha again, but Alpha not able to find it. Now Stego up with 100, but he just gets bumped out of the air, Ernie. Oh, and a big miss!
Joe Bro, not a lot of boost to work with, or not a lot of boost. He had no boost. Stego clearing that one away, but AMR will keep the cycle going. Alpha's not going to get the read off the sidewall. Stego just... There's something about this corner that both teams really like, or I guess it's Minneapolis likes. And as the clock winds down, I think Rochester's going to get more and more deadly as it is getting spicy here in Game 5.
Yeah, and although they're few and far between, those passing plays from the Rhythm look so lethal. And hold on a passing play here, but thankfully Ignite's there to cut it out. If that was on net, that was going in because the net would have been open. And the Miracles, they are back to this desperate defense, but they're keeping it out, and they're bumping their players trying to rotate out. Now Stego has the pressure, but as I say that, of course, Joe leading the counterattack now. But a heavy first touch gives it to Alpha. Babe's putting off the sidewall. Alpha does not get the redirect. That could have been a little fancy, but it breaks the way of the rhythm now. And another missed touch, and we're stuck in the corner again, Ernie.
A minute to go. That's a nice 50. Keeps it out of the way. And I like what Minneapolis is doing. They're not being stationary when they're on their goal line. They're always moving. They're keeping tabs on all 3 Rochester players just to make sure they don't get bumped and demoed out of the way.
Yep, they have been responding to the bumping and demoing by being more aggressive with the challenges, which is perfect and what you want to see. But they have to make sure they're getting the boost for good plays here as Alpha bouncing off the backboard. A misread. Oh, and ignited. The 50 will go the way of the rhythm here. Joe taking a bit of time. Beats the man in the corner, but it goes to Alpha with 0 boost, though. Not a lot to work with as Basil put off the demo on the goal line, and Basil find the angle and the solo play in the corner. Give the rhythm the go-ahead goal with 24 seconds left.
And I believe there was a demo up front. And I know a lot of people, they get upset by demos, but it is a mechanic that is in the game. And for Rochester, they have maximized its potential, or nearly maximized its potential, because you can't just demo teams as much as you want. Oh my goodness. Because you have to time them properly, and that is what the Rhythm have done.
Yep, and just 3 seconds left. The Miracle, they need a miracle play here, kept up by Ignited. But Bay's taking on the counterattack with this ball touchdown. It is over, but oh, it's on the goal line. That's okay for the Rhythm, though. Bays will ground it. The Rhythm will not allow the reverse sweep to happen. We went the distance, but they will close it out.
The Rhythm, it didn't go how they wanted it to. You know, they were up 2-0 in the series. Then they dropped the next 2 to force a game 5, or get put into a game 5. And the Rhythm just eke away with one here. Just heart attacks everywhere. It was all just so close. And for the Rhythm, I mean, I don't want to say it, but I think I know what their strategy is going throughout the season. So if you have a way where you can just like make the hitbox smaller on your car or something like that, that might help you out. Because the Rhythm are just straight assassins.
Yeah, maybe the meta to counter the Rhythm is going to be flat cars, because those are the hardest ones to demo, speaking from experience. But great resilience there, and you know, I think what's most important is they got the demos when it mattered most, and they do close it out. So we've went the distance twice tonight, Ernie. Those are some banger matches, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's all it is for us two, but there are some more matches coming.
That is true. It is our time to hop out of the booth. Tibbles is kicking us out. And when we return, it'll be the Mankato Atlas going up against the Hibbing Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be right back with you with week 1.
Did we take it too far to say that we cannot pretend now? Was it never enough to have just everything you want? In your shadow I found a place to hide me from my own thoughts. And if I ever got lost, you find a way to bring me home. And I want something I can hold, that's worth this waiting for. Time runs me over, and I want some thicker skin. Learn to be skeptical of those with good intention. Why is it hard to love without hurting anyone? Are we still young? Are we still young? Are we still?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Minnesota Championship Week, and this is week number 1 of the Rising Star. I'd like to welcome everybody in. In tonight's matchup, we're going to have Atlas versus the Rangers, and it looks like everybody is inside the lobby. But alongside of me tonight is going to be Sofchan, and both of us are relatively new to this MNC, so please welcome us with open arms. But Sofchan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Whoops. I think it's also it's always very exciting to get into a new league, a new championship, and just to get to know all the teams, the cast as a producer. So this is very exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a newer league for me as well, but I'm a local as well. I'm from Illinois, so I mean, just a stone's throw away, a couple of states. So I'm really excited to kind of see some of the quote-unquote local talent, or some of the Midwest talent that has provided for us in front of us. But we're going to start this one off right now. Rising, going to go ahead and be in the blue, and then we got Superiors. It says, I think, on the screen for you guys, but I think that might be changed later on. But Rangers is going to be in the yellow. So Cloudy has this one on the right-hand side. Going to go ahead and try to pass this one towards mid. Kazan trying to go ahead and make something out of nothing just a tad bit, but yeah, for something right now, I mean, it looks like a little bit of a hot start right now going on for the Rangers.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of pressure from Atlas, but I think, well, oh, that was some intense shot right there from the Rangers. Article. Oh!
Oh!
There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
Well-
heck of a shot right here from Radical. Just does it solo right here in the mid, right in front of the orange box. Cloudy, just a little bit of Olay action as well. So Radical going to put the Atlas Rising right here on the board first, 1-0.
That was a nice shot. Unfortunately, Rangers didn't have. Oh, yes, the Rangers didn't have a defense right there. So that was a clean shot to the goal.
Close one indeed. Kazan, nice little save right there. A little 50-50 action from the same side. Benny and Lorescus meeting at midfield. Short-lived, though. Cloudy brings this one over to the orange side. Open that opportunity. Kazan shoots this one through and ties the ball game right back up. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Only in game number 1.
350 and we've got a tie already. Kazam indeed.
Very, very close matchup so far. Like to see all these players on the field, like I said, like the ins and outs, essentially trying to get to know the players, because I have never seen any of these guys play before, so it's going to be pretty interesting to kind of, get the terminology as far as their names go. So if we mispronounce stuff, we apologize, guys.
Yeah, we
Dinger.
do apologize in advance.
Dinger right-hand side, going to pass this one over to Kazan at midfield, going to go ahead and miss this one as well. Radical met at midfield once again. And I think the midfield line in Rocket League is just so important when it comes to just, establishing some sort of dominant position, either on the offensive side or the defensive side. You really have to win that midfield battle.
I think so too. And I think we've got some pressure right here on the orange side of the map. Okay.
Shortly
Down.
lived pressure, yeah. Lorescus brings this one over at midfield, gets a demolition mid as well. Dinger passes it over to the left-hand side, so can't do something yet. Rising, knocking on the door. Here comes the cross shot from Benny. It's going to be off the top crossbar. Dinger with the save.
Oh my, yes!
That post working well for them right there, but Lorescus is going to score this one and put Atlas Rising right back up by 1. Look at this mess over here in front of the orange net, Self-Chan.
Damn, that was such a back and forth, but Lorescus started to play with the pass and then finished it with the goal.
That was crazy sequence of events right there, but Lorescus
It really was.
keeping that pressure over there on the defensive side of the thing, or on the offensive side of things. My apologies. Rising definitely need to figure out something going on the defense because there's a little bit of a miscommunication developing on their side. Gonna go ahead and have Benny right there trying to shoot this one towards net. Kazan trying to desperately bring this one back towards the blue side of the field to relieve some of that pressure on the defensive end, and he's going to definitely do that. Lorescus passes it off to the left-hand side now. Radical brings this one towards mid. Dangerous territory right there. Dinger almost intercepts that one and puts it into the back of the net. About 2 minutes remaining right now in game number 1. It's still pretty much anybody's ball game. Kazan inside front of the net as well, trying to make contact with this one. Couldn't quite come up with it. But Sofchan, I think Rising definitely needs to bring this one over to the blue side, tie this ball game right back up, and start taking some of this pressure off of the defense.
It's true. Atlas has been putting so much. Oh.
Almost right on cue, right? We have the script in front of us right here.
Absolutely. We do, yeah. They're just following us. It's all the plot armor, you know.
Minute and 48 now, tie ball game. Still a lot of time left on the clock, so nothing to worry about just yet for either side. And I really feel like someone's going to break through here, either Atlas Rising or Rangers Rising. I'm sorry, Rangers. It says Rangers Rising, my apologies. Or Hibben Rangers going to break through here. It's a close shot right there from Kazan as well. Going to be saved away by Lorescus. Radical trying to bring this one over. Dinger, nice follow-up touch right here. Good. This is inside the blue box right here. Trying to pop this one away is Benny. Needs to have a follow-up touch. Radical does just that. So it's going to relieve some of that pressure right there for the blue side. But it's going to be short-lived as we have a counterattack opportunity right here. Dinger, left-hand side, trying to bring this one through. Couldn't quite come up with it. Cloudy still floats this one. It's dangerous!
Oh!
He had the second touch off the back wall.
Okay, things are really turning around. Would you look at that?
What a shot right there from Cloudy. That's definitely highlight reel material if you ask me, Soph.
That was a pretty nice angle.
Minute and 7 seconds left. It feels like I'm just looked at the clock a little bit ago and there's so much more time on there. So Atlas Rising definitely needs to respond because we're in the final 60 seconds right now in game 1. Trying to find this possession here.
Oh!
Cloudy with a nice little save right there as well. Lorescus trying to get the clear here. Passes it right to Dinger at midfield. Here comes the clear right here, but Cloudy, short-lived once again. Trying to get the follow-up touch on the sidewall. Can't quite come up with that one, but Lorescus in counterattack opportunity does get the demolition on Dinger, so it's going to try to set something up on offense, but they need to get this clear here. Radical needs to be smart with this next move. Final 20 seconds remaining. Here comes Lorescus. Over to Dinger in the corner. And it just seems like to me right now, so if the Atlas Rising is just struggling to get off the blue field when in the start of this game, essentially they were in control here. Final 5 seconds now.
They really were dominating.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna go to the Rangers. It's so true. They were dominating. Atlas was just had that advantage in the first half, I'd say, of the game.
Yeah.
And then Rangers just they were like, okay, this is getting dangerous. We gotta focus now.
Yeah, I got to start to kind of turn on the Jets a little bit and have a little bit more offensive pressure, and they did just that. At one point in time, I thought Atlas was just going to take over. I think they were, they looked just so much more like the dominating team in the
Mm-hmm.
first half of that game. But Rocket League is a tale of basically two games essentially. You have to kind of play the whole entire game, the whole 5 minutes on the field. So Rangers walking away with this one 3-2, take game number 1.
Exciting to see what's gonna come up in the next game because I feel like this was a pretty even match. This was a pretty even match, and I don't think Atlas is gonna let it down. I think they have the potential to bring back that confidence they had in the first half of the game.
They definitely need to establish that confidence early and hang on to it as well.
Yeah.
If they have any chance of kind of winning this series. But I think they do have the capabilities to do so. I liked what I seen, like I said beforehand. Atlas Rising, they were just so dominant beforehand. Like I said, there was like about almost 10 shots, pretty much 10 plus shots on net. But then for some reason, it just looked like the Rangers just kind of started taking over towards the end there and just, established like their offense and started playing their game a lot more.
Yeah. I think the Rangers were struggling with that defense, but then they noticed Atlas wasn't really capitalizing on those goals. There were many shots, but not really that many goals. So Rangers just thought, you know what, we really need to go aggressive here.
Yeah.
Because they're far too much on our side of the pitch, and we need to change this around.
And they did just that. Here comes Lorescus now trying to get kick-started once again for Atlas Rising. A little bit of a slump right now as far as the offense goes. Haven't scored pretty much since the game number 1, about the 3-minute mark. Radicals trying to change that up a little bit. Nice little pass off the sidewall. Lorescus trying to have the follow-up touch. Here comes Benny now. Puts this one towards mid. Trying to find Lorescus as well. Maybe a little back pass to Radical, but couldn't quite find him. Here comes maybe a potential double touch. Just a little bit too high. It's Kazan, though. Cloudy at about midfield. Passes this one to Dinger. Nice touch right there. Nice counter or interception. My apologies by Benny right there to kind of negate that. So very, very close. But this one's going to find its way through. Benny slots this one away and puts Atlas Rising back up by 1.
That was very well done. I'm seeing now the confidence they had in the first half of the first game. That's how they were behaving. It's good to see they're back in their pace.
3 minutes and 40 seconds now. Still plenty of time for Rising, or for Rangers. My apologies, for the Rangers to get back on the board as well. But it looks like, this Atlas Rising team is definitely knocking on the door once again. So they're starting to show that offense some more, that dominating offense that they had in the first half of the game number 1. But like I said, Rocket League is a game of 5 minutes. They need to play all 5 minutes essentially for them to win this one and tie the series back up. Here comes Benny.
Yeah.
Misses contact with this one. Radical as well inside the orange box. Cloudy get the save as well. Very, very close shot right there, Self-Chan.
We're having once again a very big presence of the blue team. In the orange side of the... Oh, nice shot by Lorescus. Good defense by the orange team. Oh! Oh!
Close one right there as well. Yeah, Cloudy trying to get this one away, but can't find it. Radical gonna slot
that's
this
such a
one away.
shame for the Rangers. Oh, they all clumped up and they couldn't defend. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, Rangers. You still got time.
That was everybody was right there in front of the goal line right there for the Rangers. I really thought that they were going to escape with that one. It was going to be a missed opportunity for Atlas Rising, but they were just teed off at this point. Radical right-hand side now going to slot this one away.
That was a clean shot. You love to see it. Oh, the bounce. Yes. Nice. Super clean. Yeah. Atlas is just... is doing what they came to do. Rangers? Come on, you gotta pick up that pace. What's happened?
Yeah, we got to see that, that game 1 dominance that they turned on essentially in the second half of that game. 3-0 scoreline, though. It's going to be pretty rough to kind of come back. 2 minutes and just over halfway in this game now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. This is only game number 2, so nothing to kind of get crazy about if you are the Rangers. Kazan, left-hand side. Benny trying to intercept that one. It's still on the orange side of the field, so
yeah.
I think that Atlas Rising kind of might have a chance at it. Radical met by Cloudy. This one could be trouble. Kazan's up in the air. Benny passes it back. So good save right there for Benny. It's not going to be on the score stat line for Rocket League, but it's definitely going to be.
What? No way.
How?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
How does
Tell
this one go
me.
through?
I have no idea. How did... Jeez.
Good read, good interception right there by Lorescus. Cloudy just missing the save, being the last person back.
That's a shame.
And Rangers
Yeah.
are up 4-0 now.
Yeah. That 4-point advantage is too much.
I would go ahead and
Less than
agree with
2
you there.
minutes on the clock. Yeah, less than 2 minutes on the clock. Yeah, the 4-point lead is too dangerous.
I mean, just the way
That was
Atlas is
even
playing.
close to a 5-point lead.
I was gonna say, I mean, just the way Atlas is playing, just like how they're dominating right now, it's been
Yeah.
a struggle so far to even see the Rangers on the blue side of the field. So I would say, in normal circumstances, 4 goals
Good.
might be a little bit
Nice.
danger. Close shot right there by Kazan, but it's gonna be saved away by Radical. Nice save right here by Benny as well. But I was gonna say, yeah, so 4 goals has definitely come back.
No.
You can come back
Oh.
from that, but the way that Atlas has been playing, it's gonna be definitely tough for the Rangers.
Yeah. They're doing a great job of advancing, keeping that aggression on the orange side of the pitch. And when it comes to the blue side, they are defending every time.
50 seconds remaining now. Benny trying to bring this one back over. Lorescus with a weird touch, but still gets contact with it. Cloudy interception leaves the net open. Radical saves this one in the back end. Close shot right there from Cloudy, trying to walk away with at least 1 goal in this series. You would think that Rangers would have at least 1 goal, take some momentum into game number 3, but that one's denied. Here comes Cloudy once again. Benny's going to save this one and finally get another save on the stat line for him in Rocket League. Kazan still trying to keep this over there. Radical brings us up the right-hand side. Final 20 seconds now. Game number 2. Good demolition right here from Cloudy at midfield. Still on the orange side of the field, so plenty of time being taken away right now by Atlas Rising, but still a 4-0 goal or goal lead. It's going to be not enough time at all for Rangers to kind of come back in this one. So
Yeah.
Atlas Rising going to take game
And-
number 2 with ease and tie the
That
series
is
up 1-1.
Damn. Atlas, I told you to come back and keep up that pace, and you did. You were even better than in the first half of the first game. That was really clean. And Ryotical has really been a highlight.
Yeah, walking away with 3 saves on the defensive side and also taking 2 goals as well, only off of 4 shot attempts. So it's 50% accuracy, but still getting the job done on offense and on defense. So good job by Radical. Definitely walking away with the MVP spot for game number 2 for me. I'm not sure about you, Self-Chan.
Yeah, I think I agree. I have to agree on this one. But I mean, look at these stats. Loresca's 1 shot, 1 goal, and the other 2, 50% go rate. These guys are putting on work. They're putting on work. Even if they haven't gotten all the goals with all the shots on goal, they're putting the effort. They have the aggression, they have the control on the orange side of the map, and they're making it happen.
Well, going to head into game number 3 now. Going to see who's going to be the victor in this matchup. So far, it's been pretty much a back and forth affair between both sides. Atlas Rising popping off in game number 2. You've seen the Rangers popping off in game number 1. So we're going to kind of see and hold our seats as to what team is going to kind of present themselves this time. I would think that Atlas Rising, I think they got the chinks kind of worked out just a little bit. So I would hope that Atlas Rising kind of picks up where they left off since game number 2.
Yeah, I would hope so. But at the same time, I would love to see the Rangers just getting that mental right.
Yeah.
Just getting back that confidence, not letting that advantage get into their heads, and just not dropping the game. They've got they haven't.
I was gonna say, I mean, you don't want to start it off like this. You see just a mistake early on right here for the Rangers. Nice shot by Radical. Kazan trying to clear that one to the far left side. That's the only place he could possibly go with that one. follow-up touch is going to be by Lorescus as well. So, I mean, yeah, starting this one off just a little bit rough.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate own goal there. That's not the start we want to see. But we still got a little less than 4 minutes on the clock. And Rangers gotta pick up that pace. Because the ball is too much on the orange side. And that is too dangerous. They just don't have any opportunity to push. Oh, that is too... Oh, no.
What a pass. Watch this one back real quick. You see Lorescus just gets this one away from Radical and just lays this one up off the back wall.
That was beautiful.
Right
Very
there.
nice
Perfect
control.
placement, perfect timing as well.
Yeah.
Puts Atlas Rising up 2-0. And I totally agree with you, though. You talked about how they have to kind of reset their mental. You know, it was a 0-0 ball game. They have to reestablish that kind of dominance that they had in game number 1. This is definitely not how they wanted to start out, but at the same time, you have to kind of still we have a lot of time on the clock, so you have to just kind of reset your mental and kind of just start to kind of treat it as a 0-0 ball game as another one crosses through. Radical's going to
true.
find the back of the net.
Once again, Vryotical. Ooh, just with a side shot right there.
Yeah, absolutely
Well,
popping off.
Up and off. Definitely a highlight in this series.
Radical, I think that's his 5th goal in the last 2 games. I would say maybe 4th goal in the last 2 games. Regardless, here comes a counterattack right here from Cloudy. Going to get a goal himself. And that's what Rangers desperately needed. They haven't scored a goal in about 6 minutes.
Alright, that was great. Okay. That was a good little goal. Now just keep it up. You've got the potential. Don't let the ball down.
3 minutes remaining, and I want to point out the fact that Radical actually has himself a hat trick here, scoring all the goals for Atlas Rising so far in this Game 3
100%.
matchup.
100% goal rate, and that is... It just shows how the 3 players in the Atlas team have just been more coordinated, probably more communicative, and
Oh, what a shot right here.
there it is. Yeah, that really
Lorescus.
dominated.
Yeah, watch this one back. Lorescus, right-hand side. This is a tough angle to kind of put this one through, especially with 2 people being back at the net.
Yeah,
Still slots this one away. Extends the lead by 3 once again.
yeah. Like we've been saying that Vryotical has been a highlight, but I've got to add that Lorescus and Benny, they're also so pivotal for all these plays. Sometimes it's Vryotical by himself, but sometimes it's just some nice, well-coordinated plays, passes, and they're just really nailing the execution.
2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. 4-1 ball game in favor of Atlas. Radical bringing this one right back over to the Rangers side of the field. Lorescus still keeps possession over here. Kazan desperately needed to clear. They look at the shot right here from Radical, trying to tack on another goal for himself, maybe make it a 4-goal game. But yeah, you're totally right about this one. We talked about how dominant Radical has been inside this matchup, but we haven't talked about Lorescus too much. We haven't talked about Benny. They both have the capability to kind of take over the game as well, but so far it's just been Radical just being at the right place at the right time. A close one, but a great pass right there from Radical as well. Saved away. But you have to watch out for these other players on Atlas as well.
Yeah. It's a shame that just before we had an open net on the orange side, but Benny was a little too far behind and couldn't get that ball in. But at the same time, they're just doing solid defense and solid attack, and it's just working. It's just absolutely working. We've got a 4-1, almost 1 minute left on the clock. This is, well, a 3-goal lead. That's hard to come back from with less than 1 minute.
This is Rocket League. You have to remember this. Anything is
it's
possible
true.
as long as there's time on the clock. Even at all zeros, sometimes you kind of get a little bit of hope. But I mean, to score 3 goals in 40 seconds, that's
Yeah.
kind of almost an impossible thing to kind of do, especially with the possession going right back over towards the Rangers side of the field and staying over there for an additional 10 seconds. We crossed that 30-second mark now. We're going to see if anything can kind of happen. Kazan here, bringing this one over to the right-hand side. Trying to find something. Lorescas cuts that off and pretty much brings that one right back over to the blue side of the field. So are we going to see a walk-away goal here? I'm not too sure. The follow-up touch from Benny. A little floater. Puts this one off the left post as well, but the follow-up touch by Lorescas is going to find its way through.
Yeah, this is pretty much over.
Yeah, so far, it's been a dominating performance from the Atlas. Taking over in game number 2 in addition to game number 3 as well. Going to move them to 2-1 now in the series score. As soon as this one hits the ground, it's going to be all over, and there we have it. The Atlas take game number 3.
GG. That was a really beautiful game by Atlas. Really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen that stat line right there, but it said Radical actually had 7 centered balls as well. So in addition to the 3 goals that he tacked on, he also had 7 centered balls. So just this offense and this presence, the presence that has been here for Atlas, essentially has been here the whole entire time, and it doesn't look like it's slowing up by any means.
Yeah, agreed. I think that they just saw what they needed to do, and it seems like it was to be more aggressive, to leave Radical on the lead, have Benny and Lorescas have those passes on hand, and just roll with it. And it works.
Yeah, whatever works, whatever gets the job done. Essentially, that's what you kind of have to stick with. And right now, Radical is definitely the hot man in the game, in the lobby. So they definitely just stick with whatever is working out with them. So let's see if we can hop into this game number 4 and see if they can still maintain this dominance and kind of get this one done in a 3-1 victory. Or are we going to see the other team of the Rangers kind of show up and start to do their thing?
Yeah. It's always interesting getting to a game number 5, but we'll see.
I'd like to thank you guys very much with dealing with our technical difficulties. Our apologies. We're doing the best that we possibly can as far as on the production side of things. So appreciate you guys working with us and sticking with us throughout the whole entire thing. Hopping into game number 4 now. Atlas with a 2-1 series lead. They've been so dominant, trying to tack on another one right here is Kazan, trying to get the series tied right back up. And I'd like to tell everybody this is a best of 5 series as well. So right now Atlas is at match point.
Yeah, and well, Rangers, this is still a dangerous zone. We're still in the orange side, and Atlas is still putting up that aggression and that presence on the... Ooh.
4 minutes now remaining. It seems like the Rangers have kind of showed up now and start to wake up just a tad bit. They're playing a lot more aggressive style defense. See them, the rotations are a lot cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
But you see the offense is still here for Atlas as Radical is going to score first. It's going to be off of the ceiling, so it's going to be a little bit of a protractor play, I like to call him, as he just bounces this one, puts it towards net. And sometimes this is all you need. Put a shot towards net, let the Rocket League gods do the rest.
Let them do the job. That was really beautiful to see. Ah, come on, Rangers. Keep that mental. Keep that aggression. Because, unfortunately, you guys are lacking a little bit on that defense.
Benny at midfield keeps the possession over here. Radical trying to get another goal. He's just been on fire lately. Cloudy, nice job right there on the block. Lorescas definitely had that follow-up touch right there. So if Cloudy wasn't there, that one was going through. Radical putting this one through. Soft little touch, maybe over to Benny in the corner, negated away. But Lorescas keeping this pressure. Look at all this opportunity right here being presented for Atlas. So Rangers desperately need to clear here because they are just teeing off on the backboard, but they had no luck at finding the net yet.
Yeah. Whew. This is intense, I have to say. I really want to see the Rangers get some action. But they're really struggling with Atlas aggression. They've been ferocious.
2 minutes and 38 seconds now. Cloudy right hand side trying to tie this ball game right back up. A close call. Dinger brings this one over. This one might find its way through. Benny saves that one away to the
Nice
right hand
save.
side. Great save by Benny. And he's going to bring this one over to the other side of the field as well. Could go coast to coast with the Kazan. Just gets contact with this one.
Really
Here comes
nice
Dinger now.
shot.
Radical over into the corner. Pops this one. He's going to try to get over 2 defenders now, which is a really interesting concept because that's going to leave an open net. But Dinger on the rotation back is going to be just in time. Lorescas still keeping the dream alive, trying to extend the lead by 2. And it's looking like the Rangers, like I said beforehand, they're waking up just a tad bit. Look at this one off the post. Oh, no. And the net is open. Lorescas
Lorescas.
secures this one and extends the lead by 1 more.
Gosh. It's such a shame. Rangers just feel so lost in this game. They feel so lost. Atlas's pressure and aggression has been just too much.
Minute and 42 seconds now. This one's going to find its way
Great
through.
job.
Cloudy doing a great job putting them right back in this ball game. The Rangers still have hope
That's
in this
what we want to
matchup.
see.
Yeah, exactly. Still have hope. Trying to hunt down this tie, maybe force an overtime matchup. Minute and 42 seconds to get the job done. See if Cloudy has a good approach on this one as well. Gets the second touch, shoots this one far post. Dinger still keeping possession over here. Lorescas passes it right to the corner to Benny. Benny misses contact. This one's off the back wall. You have to think that somebody has contact with it. Cloudy does. Dinger trying to have the follow-up touch and not going to have any go at it. But Sofchan, do you think that the Rangers are going to have enough in the tank to kind of tie this ball game back up?
I really hope so. I really hope so. I want to see them shine. I want to see Game 5. Oh no! Damn.
And just like that, a little bit more air gets laughed out of the lungs of the Rangers as this one finds its way through. Cloudy doing the best that he possibly can to kind of save that one away.
Gosh, this has been really difficult for the Rangers. And a 2-goal lead. Less than 1 minute on the clock. Can they do it?
I mean, it's possible, like I talked about beforehand. Until I'm a firm believer that this is Rocket League and anything is possible until it hits all zeros. And even then,
That was
even then, close one right there by Cloudy. So you would
That
have
was
to
beautiful.
think. You would have to think that they have a second chance here because they have 38 seconds to kind of get this goal here. But Benny going to clear this one away. And this is an open net on the other end. Kazan was kind of lurking at midfield. But it's one of those things where it's a goal, a hockey situation where you kind of pull your goalie and you're trying to get that last goal to kind of tie the series up. They need to score 2 here with only 20 seconds left.
You were talking about not having air in the lungs? That's how I'm feeling right now. Oh, damn.
10 seconds now. We have Benny. Dinger has a chance right here. Maybe could get a goal to walk away, but no. It's going to be intercepted by Lorescas in the corner. Kazan has this one. Did it go in? No!
Oh,
And that's
God.
the game right there.
Oh,
Atlas get the
damn.
job done in 4 games and take the series 3-1.
Damn.
Absolutely amazing performance right there from Atlas. I was a little bit worried, Soph. I was worried because Atlas came out. They were so dominant in that game number 1, right? And then all of a sudden, the Rangers just started coming back and basically took the game away, the game number 1 away from Atlas. And then I thought that the Rangers were just going to play so much better, but Atlas just came out here and they just dominated ever since that game number 1.
Gosh, I'm still stunned, I have to say. Whew. But I really loved that. I thought Atlas's performance was really solid, really consistent. Unfortunately, it really must have been down to the nerves because Rangers had that lead, had that advantage, but they really didn't know what to do with it when Atlas just came so strong and so hard, and unfortunately they couldn't keep up.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break as we get some things sorted out on the back end. But stay with us. We're going to have some more Rocket League action. I think we have 2 more matches lined up for you guys tonight, so please bear with us, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
I'm waiting, I'm hoping that you set me free. Can't take the pressure, you hold over me. I'm falling, I'm fading, I'm losing my mind. Can't take the pressure and leave you behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this next matchup. We're going to have Burnsville Inferno taking on St. Paul Senators. Starting roster for the Inferno are going to be Tech, Kin, and Freight Cabbage, going to be known as Cabbage from here on out. And then St. Paul Senators going to be getting the green light to start tonight is going to be Zilmi, Trish, and Luca. My name is Whoopshoot, and alongside of me is Sofchan. Sofchan, you having some fun tonight?
Oh, I'm having great fun. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having great fun as well. And I think we're gonna have a great next series now. I
Yeah,
hope
hopefully.
just as exciting as the previous one was.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be a good matchup as well. You know, Burnsville Inferno coming off that loss last week, or I'm sorry, the win. No, I'm sorry, my apologies. The loss last week to Victory, so they're hunting for this first win for them. And then St. Paul Senators coming into this one with a 3-1 victory over the Miracles last week. So starting off this one kind of strong as Trish putting a shot towards net right off the rip. It's going to be double demolitions off the rip as well. So a little bit of sparks flying early, a little bit more aggression in this matchup
Yeah.
already.
Players are being more active. This is far more fast-paced than the previous series. Damn.
And it's looking really, really fast-paced. I mean, the players are looking just so speedy out here. You have Cabbage now bringing this one up towards the orange side of the field. Zilmi brings it over to the corner. And look at this one off the sidewall here. It's even just better reads as well. So, I mean, looking at higher tier gameplay, in my personal opinion, Infernal and Senators definitely bringing their A game out.
Yeah, agreed. Oof. Very dangerous on the blue side of the pitch. Nice
Close one
defense from
indeed.
Tech.
Yeah, I was going to say close one indeed. Tech, nice little save right there. Here comes Cabbage now bringing this one over. Trish should go ahead and intercept this one. So it's short-lived over on the orange side of the field. But Tech, nice interception right here. Here comes Kins. Can't quite get the read. And Zilmi's going to go ahead and intercept that one right back. Luca, right-hand side. Kind of gives up possession right there. So that's kind of interesting. But Zilmi has a good follow-up touch. We're not really seeing too much offense being presented or even just too much defense for that matter. I mean, both teams kind of playing super cautious and kind of playing a little bit of a ping-pong match.
Yeah, I would have to agree on that. They're just throwing from one side to the other, but not really, I don't know, confident enough with going for the shots. That's interesting. Especially given the fact that they were so aggressive and so fast-paced in the first, I don't know, minute or so. Nice
Yeah,
shot.
I would say
Trish?
that I think sometimes it comes down to, you know, some teams don't want to overextend or be super aggressive. It takes them a game or two to kind of feel out how the other team is going to play and kind of try to adapt to that. So I feel like that's where the aggression kind of comes out. You start to kind of demo, get into their heads a little bit. Here comes another demolition right there from Tech, and the downward shot from Zilmi as well. Nice follow-up touch. That's going to put up Senators 1-0.
Wow, that was really clean. Look at that. Ooh. Really nice angle and such a beautiful goal, Zilmi.
See if the Inferno can kind of respond. We haven't really seen too much offense out of them just yet. Look at the save right there from Tech, though. Close one. Zilmi definitely wants this one back. Luca, left-hand side, be popped away to the right by Tech. Tech trying to go for that 50-50 challenge. And look at Trish just kind of playing some mind games initially. Kins puts a shot right there inside the orange box. Here comes Cabbage. Lays this one up over the middle, and Luca's going to clear it to the far side. But, yeah, that's half of Rocket League as well, just a little bit of the mind games, and you want to kind of get the 50-50 battle going as well. So you've seen... If you start to play like a little bit of a chess match, you know, I'm going to go for this one, I'm going to go for this fake here, it starts to get a little bit confusing. So, I mean, I'm not sure if you kind of see that a lot with some of the games that you've casted before, Soph, but that's typically what happens here in Rocket League.
Oh, definitely. I can assure you that does happen. We got some more mental stress as well. But Rocket League is just so fast paced. It's just so quick. Everything is so intense. It's amazing to be here with the Minnesota Championship Series, along with you all the production, Whoops, Tibbles. It's great. We gotta see now the comeback from Inferno.
Yeah, minute and
Less than
25 seconds now. Here comes Cabbage on the right side, trying to tie this ball game right back up. Passes this one too far to the left-hand side, so just a little bit out of the reach. Let's see if we can kind of get this one back and try to set up this offense once more. Got to deal with this offense, though, from the Senators right now. Here comes Kins. Almost a good read right there from Tech, just out of his reach as well. Kins doing a good job putting this one towards the center. Here comes Cabbage!
Oh, Cabbage, yes!
Slots this one in the upper 90.
Yes!
Great read right here from Cabbage.
That was a lovely read. Super great
Luka-
positioning.
I was going to say, Luka actually had that one saved away, just missing contact with that one, though.
Mm-hmm. We love to see a tie.
Yeah.
Right in 1 minute left.
It makes it more exciting, for the people in the chat as well. Seeing these overtime matchups kind of puts people on the edge of their seat as well.
Oh.
Zilmi trying to not go to overtime, though, but almost puts that one through.
Yeah, I think as
So-
much as we are excited about overtimes, the players are definitely scared of them.
I mean, overtime just comes down to a golden goal. So
Yeah.
whoever scores next essentially is going to go ahead and win that matchup. And sometimes it's not the better team. Sometimes it's just a luck of the draw, or maybe a rotation back. But coming up
The
on
Rocket
15
League
seconds. Yeah, some weird pinch, right? 15 seconds now. Looking at potential game number 1 overtime. Cabbage trying to get something done here. Maybe last chance right here for the Inferno.
Tech.
This is going to be 50-50 once more time. Tech almost had the follow-up touch right here. Here comes Kins bringing this one in. Paps over to Tech at midfield. Tech
Oh,
kills it right
it
there
is.
in front of the orange box. So Tech actually had a chance at that one, but couldn't get the job done.
Which is just a little too far away. A little too far behind.
Tech not having any shots towards net, but has himself 3 saves on the back end of things. So
Oh!
getting the job done on the defensive side of things.
Was a
Comes Tech.
good save.
Oh, yeah. Kins now off the back wall, trying to find Cabbage. Cabbage floats this one. Can this one find its mark? No. Trish saves this one away. Keeps the possession. This is going to put Tech in a weird situation. You see as they turn that Dominus around, and then he gets bumped by Cabbage, and Luka is going to take this one in overtime.
That was a really nice one, Luka. Very well positioned.
I was going to say, only 35 seconds off the clock, and the Senators are leading the series now 1-0. And that's what we talked about. We talked about how it kind of puts us into this golden goal opportunity where the next team that scores wins. It's not necessarily always the best team. It's just whatever presents itself on the field. And
Yeah.
right there, Senators fighting back, tying the ball game up, forcing an overtime, and then on top of that, taking the dub in overtime. So, Sofchan, who do you think is going to kind of win this series? Do you think it's going to be Inferno or the Senators?
Looking at the stats here, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, as you did point out, Tech has 4 saves, but no shots on goal. I think that's probably what they were lacking. That extra little bit of aggression. And
Yeah.
that's definitely what made the Senators win in the first overtime. As you said, they got that golden goal with Luka, and that's just what they needed. But let's see how both teams are gonna present themselves in this match.
Starting this one off already in the possession of the Senators. Tech gonna intercept that one. Zilmi still trying to keep this possession over here, but I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. You talked about kind of like the struggle with Tech, kind of trying to find just any sort of offense, trying to put some shots towards the net. But I really feel like, in Rocket League, you have 3 players on the field. You're going to have the first man, the second man, and the third man. So Tech could be that defensive man on this squad. He could be that third man back. He could be
Yeah.
that solid person that kind of keeps the possession over towards the orange side of the field and just sets up his teammates. But he did have a chance to kind of, not go into the overtime matchup against the Senators. And
Yeah.
basically, he just didn't put enough power on that shot, or we would be talking about how good Inferno played in that game number 1.
Yeah, it's true. And I feel like
Wow. As we're talking about Tech being that solid third man, look at this pass right here at midfield.
Yeah.
But the read from Kins is just insane.
that was super clean. And that's definitely what we were missing from the first game. Tech might have had that great defense, but I mean, we've got to have that. Oh, that was close. We gotta have that rotation in Rocket League. I think so. We gotta have that rotation, and I feel like with no shots and no passes in the first game, Tech was really lacking that presence. Even though, like, I feel like the team might have just left him on defense, and maybe they could have switched that up, and that's what they did. Oh, Zilmi.
Zilmi, yep. Gonna tie this one right back up. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. You see the presence right there. Cabbage once again struggling on the defensive side of the things. He kind of missed that one in overtime. Now I'm missing this one as well. Letting that one sneak through. A good shot by Zilmi, though. I'm not taking anything away from that shot.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was really an open net. Nobody was there.
Yeah, Cabbage being that last line of defense right there on the goal line, just kind of missed contact with the ball. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Senators right now. They're having so much pressure on this Infernal squad. You see Luka just meeting Kins right there at midfield and also picking up the demolition on the back end. So it's going to reset the rotation. You see Cabbage kind of has to sneak back towards the goal there, forces a save, and kind of resets that offensive or the defensive rotation. So instead of having the defense or the offense kind of start to push up, they have to retreat back to their side of the field. So I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Senators for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I think they're keeping more consistency as they did in the first game. I think they're keeping that up. But Inferno is always they are putting a little more effort. I think they're aiming for it, but they're not putting all they need to get the ball to the orange side of the pitch. And it's just too dominating on the blue side, unfortunately.
Minutes and 20 seconds remaining now. Frey Cabbage looking like he's trying to get something going here, trying to get the ball at least temporarily on the orange side of the field, because that's where they kind of been struggling. And is bringing this ball over to the Senators side. Here comes Trish, bringing this one over to the right back towards the blue box, and Kins being the last person back. That was kind of a weird save, but it worked out in their favor. You're gonna see the Senators just kind of post up right here at midfield, so it's just such a good look that they're trying to pretty much set up their offense every single time they touch the ball. They're trying to give a pass off, or they're trying to bring it over to the corner, or give it to somebody to at least put a shot at the net. But right now, it might be Infernal's ball. Tech brings it on the left-hand side, and Cabbage gets it done with the side of his Dominus. Good 50-50 right here in the corner as well.
That was super great. Mm-hmm.
2-1.
Yeah, I'm really glad to see that when they had that really close opportunity of being so close to that net, they did it. So that's very satisfying to watch.
Exactly, and that's exactly what Inferno needed. They needed to kind of break through onto the offensive side. We've seen it happen, in a quick succession, but we didn't see it kind of happen how it did just now, where it slowly developed. Tech might have a shot right here as well. Good save from Trish. Pops away to the right-hand side. So, like we saw that first goal, that was from Kins and off the pass right there as well from Tech.
Yeah.
So that was a fast goal. That one was slowly developed. So we haven't really seen Inferno kind of take over like that. But are we going to see another overtime matchup? So it's 2-1 ball game, 45 seconds left.
It's very likely. 40 seconds to just go another goal. Senators, I think they can do it.
Only time will tell. Kins missing contact here, but more importantly, stalling enough time off the clock as well. That's a couple extra seconds. Instead of making a missed or an ill touch, pretty much giving it up to the offense of the Senators, he elects to just miss it completely, which is a smart move. Final 15 seconds now. Tech trying to put this one through. Maybe that's the dagger right there, but saved away by Trish. Off the left side now is Kins. Senators need to tie this ball game up. Tech, good interception at midfield. Final 5 seconds ticking away. Here comes Trish. Ball still up in the air. 0-second mark. Cabbage pops it up to the right-hand side. Zilmi might have this one up in the air. Still, he does. Trish missing contact right at midfield. So trying to keep that one up. But Inferno's going to walk away from this one in a 2-1 victory and tie the series right back up 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good tie. I love a good tie. I love a good opportunity to have even more games. It's just always super exciting.
Definitely a close matchup right there. Inferno,
Yeah.
Cabbage doing the thing right there. Having 4 shots, 3 saves, so doing it on offense, mostly on defense though, keeping the Inferno in that ball game. He did have a couple of mistakes though. We did see that one kind of sneak its way through, courtesy of Zilmi. So I mean, Cabbage definitely cleaned it up in the second half of that game. But I think he's gonna have a more breakout performance here. I think if Inferno is gonna kind of take this series away from Senators, because I really feel like Senators might be more of a solid team. You see some of these passing plays, you see most of the possession being in favor of the Senators as well. Inferno, they're getting the job done, but it's, in my personal opinion, just off of a couple of mistakes from the Senators.
Yeah. I think that they have been able to punish more of Inferno's mistakes, and yeah, it really comes down to that coordination and a more solid passes opportunities and better rotations that the Senators have been able to do. So I think I can really see how you feel they're more solid.
I mean, yeah,
At least they have been.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, but they haven't really produced, though. So they have most of the possession, as you can see. But look, nice cutoff right there from Kins. He puts this one through by himself. But they have most of the possession over on the blue side of the field. They haven't been able to generate many goals, essentially, from most of that possession. You see some of the shots coming through, but just been pretty good defense being played by Inferno. Like we said,
Yeah.
Cabbage walked away with 3 saves right there. Here comes Tech with another save off the back wall. And just they haven't really been producing the goals, but they've been having the possession.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, woo, that was scary close. Whew.
Very close one, and Inferno would have took the lead with that one, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're an Inferno fan in the chat. Here comes Kins. Smart move once again, not to touch the ball, because sometimes you don't need to touch the ball every single time it kind of rolls in front of you. Trish now off the back wall. They have to make a smart move with this one. Keeps it close to the side wall. Cabbage now going to attack this one. Good save away is Zilmi. Quickly brought over to the blue side of the field, but short-lived once again. It looks like Inferno is definitely playing just a tad bit better right now in the start of this game number 3.
Yeah, but it's interesting how it's really been feeling like the ping pong game you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to put in many shots, many attempts. Good demo. We got the pressure on the blue side. Zilmi.
Great
Good
interception though
shot.
right there.
Cabbage with a good defense. Oh, that was an overcommit.
So it might be trouble still. Trish brings this one kind of a little bit too far for the pass. You would have thought if they just let that one float right in front of the net, then maybe could have generated something from that offense. But yeah, you mentioned the ping pong match I talked about. Basically, that's what happens when both teams, kind of start to figure out what's going on the field. It starts to more turn into like a defensive battle, and it's more about rotations and boost control as well. So, I mean, right now that's what we're seeing on the field is more, pretty much higher tier Rocket League being played. There's not too many chances for offense kind of sneaking its way through. You see both teams just kind of just taking away all the passing lanes as well.
Yeah. But I really want to see that possession that the Senators have been controlling to actually generate some goals. Because
Yeah.
it's an 0-0, 1
Yeah.
in 30, and I feel like all right. So I feel like that things got a little intense there. But I feel
kind of
like
grasping the edge of your seat there, holding your breath. You gotta breathe.
Go breathe.
This one might find its way
Oh,
through.
Luka?
Trying to slot that one, but trying to demo the goalie on the back end too. So I think it might come down to an individual play. Like one person might break their way through the defense at any given time. Just like a lucky pop over like this one right here from Cabbage might find its way through. So all the shots are going to be so crucial for both sides that they just need to kind of put something towards the net. And like we talked about earlier, just hope and pray to the Rocket League gods that finds the way back there, like somebody makes a mistake. But so far, no offense being generated by either team because there's some pretty solid defense being played.
Yeah, it's true. It's it just feels like the, just warming up the feet and trying to understand the enemy's vibe. They're definitely back to it because they've got a 1-1 on the board, and I think they're scared. They look like both teams are playing just too carefully, and they're really afraid of committing to the goals, and it's gonna go for
Still up.
Overtime.
That was a long O there.
Yeah, it was.
0-0 scoreline headed into overtime right now for game number 3. But you're totally right. Both teams are playing really passive. They're trying not to make a mistake, which is fine. It's a tight ball game. Nobody wants to kind of give that series lead and move to match point because for mentality wise, once you move to match point, that's do or die situation. That has a effect both sides. This is going to find its way through. Cabbage, only 21 seconds into overtime, is going to put Inferno up now by 1 game.
Well, I love that. I really do. Inferno just said, okay, we were playing careful, but this is overtime. If there's a time to commit, it's now. And they just went on full Inferno on them and just burned.
That is just so surprising to me because Senators just had so many chances on the offensive side, but the defense from Inferno has been pretty much the deciding factor in this matchup. Freight Cabbage doing it once again on the offense and the defensive side, picking up 2 saves on defense right now and picking up a goal as well in overtime.
It's interesting to see how we saw the Senators so aggressive. Like, I mean, they really weren't taking those shots because even though we were so much on the blue side, look at that. Like each player just had 1 shot. 1 shot.
Yeah, I mean,
so
that's
really
high tier
were
Rocket
just
League, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just felt like they were there.
Yeah,
but they weren't really shooting for the goal.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Yeah, the Senators just needed to have that offensive presence, and they need to actually do something with it because they have the presence already. I'm trying to say, but they need to do something. They need to have the results, but they're just not finding it. But that's also courtesy of the Infernal defense. The Infernal defense is playing phenomenal right now. The rotations are clean. They're picking up the boost. They're not making mistakes with the possession, essentially, and they're getting the job done. So they're just clicking on all cylinders as far as defense go. And the Senators have so many chances, but look at the save right here from Tech early on. That one's going to find its way through too. Trish going to strike first for the Senators. And that's exactly what the Senators needed, how they wanted to start this one off.
Yeah. I think they I think they learned from that overtime and they said, okay, we're not being careful anymore. We're going for it.
Exactly what they needed to do. They were struggling in the goal department, almost putting another one through as well as Trish.
Oh, but another one.
Yeah, follow-up touch right there from Zilmi. But it's going to be short-lived once again. It's going to be right back over to the Senators' side of the field. Cabbage in the corner, 50-50. Kins, a little bit too aggressive on that pass, in my personal opinion, but still possessions on the orange side of the field. Tech going to pop this off the back wall, going for a solo goal himself. Going to be saved away by Luca. Intercepted by Kins once again, keeping this pressure over here. Good read off the back wall is Trish. So, I mean, now we're starting to see Inferno wake up. And, this is what we talked about in the overtime matchup. They're on match point right now. They need to win this game, and then this series is over, and they get another W in the win column. So, I mean, this is a nice little goal right here from the Senators. How does this one go through?
Exactly. How did that happen? I was just wondering. How did that happen?
The little pinch play right there. They're trying to intercept. I think that was Tech trying to intercept that one. Maybe pass off to Cabbage. That was on the left side of the field, but that one kind of just worked out in the favor of the Senators instead.
Well, now Inferno have really do have to bring that aggression they worked on overtime, because now they've got the Senators got that 2-goal lead, and I mean that's plenty of time, but we know
Oh.
how any goal lead can mess up with the player's mental.
Definitely. Infernal needs to strike back, and they need to strike back fast because this one's slowly starting to slip away from them. You see Zilmi trying to put that one through as well, and the Senators are just knocking on the door, and they're starting to finally see some production out of that offense that we've been talking about this whole entire time. But we're going to have to start to see Infernal kind of start to strike back, or they're going to be in danger heading into game number 5. So Zilmi pops this one towards the right-hand side. Couldn't get the flick that he wanted. It's going to be popped off the sidewall. And look at Luca just boxing out Cabbage inside the blue box. The physicality from the Senators team is showing up. Two minutes and 50 seconds now. Here comes Trish trying to tack on another goal here. Saved away by Tech to the left-hand side. Luca's going to go ahead and pick this one up at midfield in the air, but it's going to be intercepted once again by Kins. So interesting. I thought that Luca was actually going to have a touch on that one to try to keep the possession over on the Infernal side of the field, but Kins beats him to the point of attack. Here comes Kins. Going to bring this one up the left-hand side. Good touch right here from Zilmi as well. Still going to be in favor of Inferno, though. Cabbage trying to get it done himself once again. And we need to see Tech and we need to see Kin step up for Inferno, because so far it's just been Cabbage doing things on the offensive side for I feel like the last couple of games now.
Yeah. And I think Poor Thing is not handling everything on his own.
Cabbage going to save this one off the back wall. Good touch right here. Let's see if Tech can have the follow-up touch. He does. It's going to be right in front of Zilmi over to Trish, over to the right-hand side. So good team chemistry once again presenting itself for Senators. You see that they have kind of like the knowledge and the comms. We haven't really been talking about the comms. Close shot right here from Cabbage, but the comms as well for Senators clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah. Inferno is really missing that calm. Oh! Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Luca.
that was... Yeah.
Okay, Luca.
Oh,
Just flying through, yeah.
yeah. Wow.
You don't really typically see that shot in that angle, you know, kind of find the back of the net, especially, you know, some of these players being on the field right now with the GC, you know, GC tag. So, I mean, it's definitely there. It's definitely there as far as the game knowledge goes, but as far as it being presented, it's few and far between. So, I mean, Luca just timing that perfectly off the right-hand side to score that one. Put Senators up 3-0 now. It's been all Senators in this game number 4.
Yeah. And I mean, Tech was trying to give a pass. I don't know who was there in the goal, but Luca just came in like, don't mind if I do.
Just under 50 seconds to go. Zilmi pinches this one right over to the Inferno side of the field. Haven't really seen the Inferno offense be awake in this game number 4, so it's unfortunate. But like I said, I really feel like if Inferno wants to win this matchup, if they want to win this series, they're going to have to rely on Kins as well as Tech to kind of step up and start to score some goals on the offensive side of things. Here comes Kins, almost has a nice double touch, almost a great read as well, but Trish going to plant themselves right there on the goal line and just save that one away. Off the back wall now, this one's going to be floating. Almost a good cross right there from Zilmi as well, but it's going to be saved away as well to the right-hand side. I believe that one was Tech that saved that one away, but final 4 seconds ticking down. This one, Kins might find the back of the net, and no! An open net opportunity, and Kins just misses it, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because Senators walk away with a 3-0 victory line. Yeah, I think that's how everybody's pretty much feeling right now as we head into game number 5. It's crazy. It's crazy to see.
This is crazy.
Just the Senators team. I just felt they're just so good. They're so good, and they prove right here why they're so good. But then we just get the other team. It's almost like a tale of two teams.
Yeah, and looking at these stats, gosh, like the Senators could capitalize on so many saves that Inferno had. Look at that. Tag 4, Cabbage 2, Kins 1. Unfortunately, as we can see, Senators just had all the opportunities to be aggressive on Inferno, and unfortunately they had to be defensive all game, and it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Like you said, it was lacking a little bit of that communication between Tag, Cabbage, and Kins. It was just Cabbage all along, and we really needed for them to rotate a little better, to communicate, and to get the other two players on the line for better passes, so they could actually get the ball out of their side of the pitch.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. You know, Senators, we've been talking about it all series long, how they had so many chances on the offensive side, and finally they crack the defense of the Infernos, because that's what's really kept them in the game so far, is the defense from the Infernos.
Yeah. Whew.
Now we're on game number 5. Anybody's ball game so far. That one's saved away by Tech, doing it on offense for the Senators right there. So unfortunate, because Kins actually, I think, had a decent shot at the net, and the Infernos would have went up early in this game number 5. So let's see if Zilmi can kind of get things going here. Has enough boost for a flip reset. Can he get the second touch? He cannot. Going to be saved away by Kins. So very, very close opportunities presenting themselves early on in this game number 5.
That was a really good attempt.
Here comes Luca. Open net opportunity.
Where's that defense? Inferno, where's the defense we were talking about?
Well, right here you see Cabbage hits that one initially, then he gets beat on the counterattack, and then you see Tech being the last person back. He kind of put that soft touch right there towards mid. So Tech was actually the last person back in the rotation. Kins was on the far right side, and Tech was just the last person back. So he just made a little bit of a mistake on that touch and gave that one right back to the Senators. So the phenomenal defense that Inferno has been playing so far is starting to crack.
Yeah. Let's try. Oh! They really need to get that aggression.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, I want to see just Kins and Tech just kind of pop off here. At least Tech's starting to get like a little bit of some passes or something. Once again, another missed touch from the Infernos. Look at Zilmi. Brings this one towards the right side. Kins pops it right back towards. He hits it, but he just gives it right up to Zilmi.
Oh, I really thought that hit the wall. Damn.
Senators up 2-0 now, 3:40 left, and I hate to say it, but unless Inferno starts to kind of wake up and stop making these mistakes here, I really feel like the Senators are going to pull away from this one. Kins, a little back pass right there to Tech.
That mental seems to be breaking.
I mean, when you have somebody on match point like that, then you come out and it's a 3-0 ball game in game number 4. Yeah, it starts to wear on you just a tad bit.
Yeah.
But we need to see some more offense from Inferno. Here comes a cross shot right here from Luca.
Damn.
Another one tacked on for the Senators. Is not looking good for Inferno, but you'd love to see it from Luca. Look at this cross right here. The box out as well from Trish. Onto the Kins and the last person back.
It's a shame to see so many goals being scored. Just because...
They've been playing so well.
Exactly. We don't want to see these sweeps. I mean, we like more even games, more competitive. We want to see everybody in a great level together. But I have to say, the Senators have been doing so great now.
Yeah, I mean, the Senators just found their number here late. We talked about, I think in Game 3, we talked about the ping pong match that was going back and forth. And I told you, sometimes it just takes a team a little bit to get going as far as start to realize what the team starts to do. And somehow the Senators pulled it off, and they found out what was going on here with Inferno, and they haven't let up since. You know, they won 3-0 last game. Now they're on the 3-0 with the 2:25 remaining, so just over halfway point in this game. So, I mean, the better team ultimately is going to win. So, Inferno just needs to respond.
Yeah.
This one at the middle of the field. Luca trying to put another one on. I think that would be Luca's third goal for a hat trick right there. Tech trying to bring this one through as well. Cabbage was there. Kins, left-hand side. Luca is going to have this one. Maybe a potential double touch off the back wall. A little bit too high. Zilmi, a little bit too high as well. But you have to think that Trish can come through with the final touch, and he's going to be at
Trish.
midfield.
Good save.
Great save right there from Kins for sure. Comes Tech now. Pops it off to the side wall. Kins has a look at it, but just another missed touch right there from Kins and another missed opportunity for Inferno to kind of bring this one over and kickstart this offense.
Yeah, and it's getting a little bit too tight. That 3-goal advantage, less than 1 minute and a half. It's getting pretty scary.
Here comes Zilmi now. Soft touch right there.
Oh, that's too dangerous. If they don't recover, that's the series, unfortunately.
I mean, I think it might be the series already. 3 goals almost a minute ago now. Zilmi in the possession. Just time after time again, we've seen this from the Senators, just keeping everything over on the blue side of the field. You see Luca kind of back up, which is a smart strat right here, but look at the comms. Luca backs up. His teammates recognize that he's going to back up, and he calls it out, and Zilmi just kind of takes that one away from a little bit of a back pass right there. But 45 seconds remaining. Inferno not looking too good, but have a chance right here. It's going to be saved away once again from Luca.
Yeah. The Senators are playing very solid, good possession, good aggression, very assertive on those shots. The Senators are trying to keep up that defense, but the Senators have been just better overall, controlling the bursts. They're not leaving that much space for Inferno to counter-react.
Final seconds now ticking away. Senators going to walk away with this victory in a 3-5 series score. And just like that, Trish tried to tackle one more on, but it's going to be saved away by Cabbage. And Senators just looked like, overall, in my personal opinion, the better team. And Inferno finally cracked on the defensive side. So congratulations to the Infernos. Or I'm sorry, congratulations to the Senators. My apologies.
I mean, congratulations to the Infernos as well. They did put up a good fight, but unfortunately it wasn't enough.
Unfortunately, just not walking away, but they need to work on some sort of offense and try to get something going there on offense. But the Senators just look like the better team initially just coming out in this one because they just had so many more, just the team chemistry, you know, the passing plays infield and just the great communication you see present itself on the field. So, with that being said, no, it wasn't a bad series by any means. We went to a 5-game stretch. That's what we wanted, right?
Yeah, it was very good, very entertaining to watch. Again, congratulations to the Senators. And we're going to have a little break right now, approximately 5 minutes. Don't leave. We love being here, and we love you guys watching us, so we'll be right back.
Kiss me like citrus and fire, burning slow and sweetly. Too shy to call you a lie when you said you need me. In a week from now, I'll be trying not to call you. Talking
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Minnesota Championship Series. Now we've got the matchup of Victory versus Maulers. On the Brainerd Victory side, we got Tyrant, Fire, and Spooky, and by Bloomington Maulers, Jax, CT, and Paydirt. How are you doing today, Whoops? How has everything been? There's two beautiful series that we've got so far.
Everything's going good. I mean, we've seen some great Rocket League. We've seen a best of 5, which is what you can ask for as a caster, because things go the distance. You get a lot of practice in and stuff like that, and then you also get to know the teams pretty well too. So I'm having a good time, man. This Minnesota series, they have some pretty decent players here.
Mm-hmm. Everything has been super exciting. And
Yeah.
what kind of info do you have on these teams? We don't know really much about them yet. But
Yeah,
I'm
it's only
sure.
week number 1, so I mean it's still early in Minnesota in this league, so don't really know too much about them. But I mean, last week it says that Victory had a 3-1 victory over Inferno, which is a team that just played on the screen. So
Mm-hmm.
we've seen how Inferno just played. So I mean, them having a pretty solid defense really kind of shows, how this Victory team is kind of going to play against them. So I'm really kind of excited to see their offense because, to get past that Inferno defense is, has to be something. You've seen Senators struggling for the longest time to do that. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to kind of see how this Victory offense is going to look.
Yeah,
Over on, I was
and
gonna
at
say
the
over on the
same,
Maulers side,
yeah,
they had the 3-1 victory over Atlas, and Atlas was that game number 1 that we casted together.
yeah, and they were really, really consistent. So, got some high expectations from our teams in this matchup that we're gonna have now.
I mean, I think so because, like I said beforehand, I really want to see how Victory kind of plays. The Maulers having that 3-1 victory over Atlas, so that's, I mean, dropping a game to both of those teams, pretty decent teams, you know what I mean? But ultimately coming out with this one, so I really think there's going to be two like Clash of the Titans kind of in this matchup. And I'm really kind of excited to see these players on the field. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into this action as all the players have joined the lobby. But who do you think might have a slight advantage in this matchup?
Hmm. I think at this point we're gonna have to watch this first game to have a better perspective, because both teams have already beaten in the previous season. They have, oh, what is it?
Close one,
What
yeah,
a-
close one right off the bat.
Yeah, as was saying, they have been having a good performance since they beat two solid teams that we've casted today. So things are looking nice and interesting.
I can kind of see this one going to a 5-game series as well. You know, it just depends on kind of who shows up to play. I think the Victory, just on paper, looks a little bit more impressive to me in that week number 1 matchup against Inferno. Like I said, that defense is just so solid. Atlas, even though they did their thing, I really feel like, you know, Maulers taking that victory over them wasn't as impressive as Victory taking that win over Inferno. Or, yeah, over Inferno. So I really think that slight advantage in favor of Victory.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think I'm gonna wait for this performance here to form an opinion.
3 minutes and 48 seconds, game number 1. It's the best of 5 series, so everybody is aware. Here comes Tyrant now. Bring this one up the left-hand side. Going to be quickly saved away by CT. Over on the left side, Fire kind of makes a little bit of a mistake, but has a breakaway here. Could have a second touch. He puts it too far to the left side. Just needed to kind of let that one go, and it probably would have resulted in a goal. So missed opportunity off the rip from Victory. Almost a shot right here from Jax as well. The follow-up touch on the goal line is going to find its way
damn.
through, and Pager, it's going to put the Maulers up by 1 with 3:24 left.
Oh, that's such a shame, Tyrant. Whew. That was really close. It could have been a really good save, and instead it was a really great shot by Paydirt.
Always have to follow through on your shots. That's what my basketball coach always told me. Jax, a shot right there, going to be saved away by Tyrant. Pager can be at midfield, hunting for that second goal already. Spooky at midfield, has to catch up to this one, but going to be knocked away by CT. And right now, off the rip, I'm starting to see Maulers start to establish themselves and just kind of plant themselves right here at the midfield line and start to back up Victory over on the blue side of the field. So the Maulers definitely coming out to play.
Yeah, they really are. Especially Paydirt, I think, is even shining. But I think, yeah, look at that.
Another missed chance. Yeah, another missed chance right there. Fire bringing this one upfield, just loses contact with it. His teammates were kind of just waiting for him to make a move with the ball, but yeah, Tyrant just wasn't 100% sure what Fire was going to do there. So that backed up the whole entire defense once again and left it open for the Maulers to kind of have a counterattack, but that one was short-lived. It's see Fire right now once again on the right side wall, going to try to pass this one mid to Tyrant maybe, but instead intercepted by CT. CT trying to hunt for the back of the net as well. See Paydirt off the side wall now. CT with the follow-up touch all the way at the far side.
Clean.
Just a great touch right here. Great read from CT.
Oh, that was
Fire
super
so
clean.
close.
Gosh. Victory has been having just such clutch saves and just quite not getting there in time. But gosh, we gotta also point out that
Oh, what a save.
damn. We gotta point out the aggression and precision
Ooh.
that Mollis is. Oh, spooky.
Wow, what a give and take right here. Look at Spooky just pop this one up towards Fire. Fire pops it right back to Spooky. And Jax would have had this save right here had it not been for Spooky with just a clean read on the left side.
That was very beautiful.
Definitely a highlight reel finish in my book. You see the team chemistry right there for Victory starting to finally come out as well. I was going to say Mauler's looking quite impressive right now in game number 1. They're just kind of taking over at this point.
Yeah.
But just a little bit of a struggle, I think, right now for Victory to get things kickstarted.
Mollis have been just shining with that offense. Damn, just been very well executed. But at the same time, Victory has been putting up a really good fight. Would you look at that?
Oh, what a missed opportunity right here. Fire doing a great job centering this pass. Spooky, I think, was playing the 50-50 off of CT, but CT never actually touched the ball, so he just came flying through. Final minute remaining now. Spooky bringing this one right back over to the orange side of the field. Defense is in shambles right now for Maulers. And right there, Spooky is going to take full-on advantage of this one.
This has been some very, very interesting. Woo!
Well, it's just like an over-pursuit issue right there for CT. Maulers, he was up there pretty much on the blue side of the field. I believe that was Jax at midfield, and then Pager, being the last person back, chose to be aggressive instead of planting himself on that goal line there. So that just left the net wide open for Spooky to take advantage of.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that they capitalized on it because, as you said, it was just an open net. It was just clean to get that shot. So
Heavy Rocket. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's just really good to see those opportunities really being pursued and they're not missing. They're not missing. When it happens, they're there. And I think Victory have put themselves in a better position, better coordination, and we're going out for some overtime.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, to kind of add to that, every Rocket League player knows that an open net is never ever a gimme. Spooky trying to start this one off the rip in overtime, but open nets are the hardest ones to score in Rocket League. There's just so much pressure as Jax makes it look easy. Watch this one back. The solo goal in overtime coming out for Jax. The 1v1 versus Fire, and he gets the better of him.
That was super clean. And super quick as well. And I think right from the beginning, they had that confidence with their offense because that's exactly what they proved in that overtime. They were just clear, looking for the goal. Jax just controlled everything, went from the left, and just scored. As you said, it seems like it's super easy.
Yeah. Makes it look easy, that's for sure, but it's definitely not easy. Open nets are the hardest ones to score. Jax winning that 1v1 once again against Fire in overtime. So Mauler's up by 1 game now, but I still believe it's anybody's chance. Mauler's looked very, very good, but Victory definitely needs to come out here and be aggressive and kind of like how they had the two goals there. They need to show that the whole entire game instead of just waiting for just a couple of opportunities to kind of present themselves. And also just make smarter decisions with the ball and not be as hesitant, I really feel like. And I think Victory could kind of tie this series right back up. So we're going to head into game number 2 and see if they listen to their favorite caster or Sofshan Mauler's going to pull out in this one.
Well, we're all expecting a good performance from Victory as well. I've just been really thoroughly enjoying this series. We got some really good teams here.
4 minutes, 40 seconds. Pretty much just starting off this game number 2 and just, both teams just kind of not really doing too much with the ball just yet, but kind of playing this back and forth game as we talked about before. Fire has a chance now to kind of bring this one upfield, gets a still demolition, going for the second demo as well on the goal line. Couldn't quite find it. CT centers this one. Beautiful center. Nobody there for the follow-up touch, and Tyrant almost scored that one himself, but
yeah.
showing some great patience right there and kind of just popping that one away to the left-hand side. CT now rolls this one up. Tyrant might have an open net opportunity here. Pay Dirt, last person back, saves that one with ease. Like I said, makes it look easy, but it's not as easy as it looks.
Absolutely. We're just really watching some high-level teams here, and it's so satisfying, so entertaining. And I feel like the Maulers, they're playing this one a little more carefully, but at the same time, when they see an opportunity, we saw that last chance of shot on net. Spooky. Oh, that's a shame. Well,
Spooky.
as much as the Maulers have had the aggression, unfortunately they didn't have the defense there.
Yeah, Spooky just wins that 1v1 against Pay Dirt, just putting that one towards net. And I've said this time and time again, sometimes that's all you have to do. You know, put a threatening shot towards net, let Rocket League do the rest, maybe have the defense make an error, whether it be a missed touch or just missing the ball in general. Spooky shows you exactly as to why you should put a threatening shot when you have an offensive possession.
Gosh, that was a missed opportunity.
3 minutes, 10 seconds.
Spooky had a great pass there, but unfortunately nobody was there. Tyrant was a little too far behind.
It happens, but you love to see it, and that's exactly what I expected out of Victory. You know, I expected them to have a much higher caliber offense.
Oh, CT?
Oh no, Spooky just missing this one. He was the last person in the net as well.
Oh, damn.
The guessing game at that point. Pretty much, you know, the soccer kickoff, you know, a penalty shot. You're guessing left, right, or in between, and he guessed left, and he went right. Good pressure, though. I'm starting to see a lot more pressure from Victory on the offensive side, but just haven't really generated too much. Like I said, they seem to be smarter with their touches. Kind of start to click on all cylinders. Like that one right there, almost connecting. Fire. I believe that one was Spooky. Spooky had a chance at that one again for a follow-up touch. Here comes CT now. Puts this one center. Good block right there from Tyrant. Jax definitely had that one on the give and go. Pay Dirt still keeping pressure. Has 50 boost. Maybe trying to put this one over into the corner. A little 50-50 action. Definitely does get that. Fire. Picks up a demolition on CT, so that's going to reset a little bit of this offense. CT right back in it, though. Off the side wall. Can somebody have the follow-up touch here? Fire's going to save it away towards the middle of the field. Here comes Jax on the follow-up shot. It's going to be off the back wall, and I was going to say, you have to think CT might have a follow-up touch here, but being the last person back, being very, very smart, kind of not trying to challenge that one and put the defense in the bad position, because this is a close ball game. It's 1-1.
This game has been so balanced.
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as I say it.
It's a caster curse. I want to inform you.
I have to say, I'm building my caster curse history. I was going to say.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that as casters for Rocket League, we have the power to control the game.
Yeah, we actually do. God damn. That was... my history only increases. 2-1
ball game in favor of Victory. Let's see if they can tack on one more as they bring this one up towards midfield. Here comes Tyrant. Nice 50-50 right there. He's going to win that one against Jax. Fire has another chance at this one, but it's going to be quickly gathered up into the corner by Pay Dirt. So, Victory doing everything they possibly can to keep this possession over on the blue side. That's exactly what you want to see, because Maulers came out to play in the first half of that game number 1. I really feel like they have the skill set to come back in this matchup, even though they're down by 1. I really feel like it's going to take 2 goals to win this game 1, or this game number 2 against the Maulers.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. The Maulers have been so consistent and so aggressive that
close.
that it would really seem that Victory would be so much more comfortable if they had that 2-goal lead.
Definitely need a little bit more mustard on that touch there. That one would have found its way through. Here comes Tyrant now. Final 20 seconds now, game number 2. Tyrant going for the demolition. He does pick it up. Can we have the follow-up touch from Spooky? No. Spooky still has it in the corner, though. It's going to be saved away by Pay Dirt. Tyrant Gonna be beat by Paydirt. It's gonna be Fire in the 1v1 situation. Good challenge right here. Although he's gonna get beat, but it's still gonna slow it down enough for the defense to kind of catch back up. And final second ticks away. It's still up in the air and still has a chance. And it's gonna be saved right there at the goal line by Jax. So Victory gonna pull out and tie the series right back up 1-1 in the 2-1 victory in game 2.
We haven't seen so many of those. So many ties. And I mean, the more games, the better.
Oh yeah, for sure. He gets more practice in, more practice for the players too. I know we keep talking about ourselves. I mean, what are we, some sort of casters or something? But it's more practice for the players
Are
too.
we
Kinda-
really?
I mean, is that what we're doing here? Hello?
I
Is this
mean,
mic on?
is this thing on?
No, so I mean, it's more practice for the players too, because these are pretty much all the same ranked players on the field. So, I mean, unless you're playing some sort of scrim matches or if you're playing some sort of ranked, I mean, this is what it comes down to. You want to get as much film on your competitors as possible, the same people that you're going to be playing time and time again.
Yeah. And as I was saying, this has been just so balanced that, I mean, I can feel like both teams that they're putting such great effort, but at the same time, I feel they're struggling. They're doing their best. They're really doing their best, but it's hard. They can see the opponent is strong.
Yeah, this is the victory team that I thought that they were, because like I said beforehand, to get past that tough infernal defense was going to take a lot of offense. As Jax is going to score this one. It's going to slowly roll its way in. Nice little pop. And this is what we talked about time and time again. Just sometimes put those ones in the hands of the Rocket League gods, and they're going to find their way to the back of the net.
Yeah, and especially those first goals of the match. That's exactly how they feel like.
Maulers up by 1, hunting for another goal. Great save right here from Fire off the back wall. Tyrant going to take over that one. CT at midfield now. Going to be 50-50 with Spooky, and that's crucial. That's huge. That's a huge 50-50 right there in favor of CT, but short-lived because Fire going to intercept that one. And right there, Fire just needs to rotate out and just let his teammates, just trust his teammates just a tad bit more. I think Tyrant was kind of coming up on that one in the corner. Instead, Fire just kind of reversed into it and was fighting against his own teammate.
Yeah, it's true. That was definitely lacking that communication because Fire just felt like it wasn't on a way. Definitely was on a way. Oh!
A close one and a mistake as well. A mistake on the save. He was on the back wall. Spooky was on the back wall for this save. He was in the right position, but this one was a perfectly placed shot right here from CT. Just
Really
put
shot.
enough on that one, took enough off of it. And CT going to extend the lead by one more goal.
Yeah, and it's possible that we're gonna have a 2-2 scenario where we're going for the game 5.
I mean, but we've seen this in game number 1 too. You saw Maulers pop off in game number 1, but Victory came right back and they scored 2 back-to-back goals to force that game 1 overtime.
Yeah. And we still got 3 minutes on the clock, so there's
Yeah,
plenty,
still
of
plenty
time
of
for all of that action that we're
Here
looking
comes Fire.
forward to see. Fire!
Close one. Fire trying to put that one in the upper 90, but saved away by Jax. So you see the offense there, but they just need to kind of keep more pressure on the Maulers and back them up because you can't have shots like that from CT to kind of start to sneak their way through. Starts to build that confidence for those Maulers team. Paydirt.
Yeah, and that's absolutely what you don't want because the Maulers, when they have the advantage, and even when they don't, they can be just so aggressive. And you don't want to give them that confidence. So Victory really, really needs to get that composure and bring back all of that offense that they have been showing through all these games.
You got 2 minutes to kind of do so, but you're going to see a shot right here. Oh, a miss! A little bit of an Olay from Paydirt right there at the goal line. It's very, very close. Great pass from Jax in the corner as well. So I was going to say, have a little bit of time right here for Victory to kind of start to build their counterattack here. Minute and 45 seconds. Here comes Tyrant. Good cross right here. Infield is Tyrant. Fire's going to have the follow-up touch. Nice little floater down midfield. Going to draw all the defenders here. Spooky might have a chance at a downward shot off the crossbar. Unfortunate right there. Missed opportunity. Look at Tyrant, though, just being a nuisance on the defensive end, picking up a demolition, and then getting a bump on Pager as well. Spooky floater right here at the field. CT on the goal line.
Oh.
That's exactly what you want to see out of Victory.
Mm-hmm.
But the Maulers definitely holding their own on the goal line.
Yeah, that was a great offense by Victory, but Maulers also did such a great job defending that because that was super scary. Oh! And then the lead turned into a 3-goal lead.
Jax just beat out 2 defenders on Victory.
Wow,
I
look at that rush.
Fire, yeah, I thought Fire was going to have a touch on this one. I thought Spooky was going to have a touch on this one. But Jax just being the what's it called? Just being so fast to the point of attack.
Yeah.
We got 2 members right there from Inferno. Oh, sorry, my apologies, from Victory.
Yeah, just so. Oh! Okay. Can we do 2 goals
Ooh,
on less than a minute?
I think so. It's definitely
look at
possible.
that. Oh!
Especially if you get help like that from Paydirt.
Right? I mean, it was gonna go in either way.
I mean, yeah, but now it's an own goal, okay?
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
you
I
just have to let those goals roll through, okay? Here comes Tyrant on the left-hand side. Inside the box, Spooky with the follow-up!
Oh,
Jax is going to
Jax,
save it
what
away.
what a save.
A little bit of momentum swinging in favor of Victory now, but so far it's been all Maulers. Jax is going to be off the back wall. Can he get a pass over to CT? Pretty much waiting in the wings. Paydirt at midfield. This is going to be an open opportunity right here for Tyrant. Jax is going to try to chase this one down, and not going to catch it in time. So only down by 1. Like we said, it's possible to come back.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely possible. God. Woo! That's what we
26.
love to see. Yes.
26 seconds and a dream right now. And this is
Oh,
the offense I
yeah.
talked about earlier from Victory. We've seen them do it in game number 1, where they were down by 2 goals and they just fought back and started to wake up here. But final 20 seconds now. CT going to pop this one over to the right-hand side. Let's see if Spooky has it off the back wall. Tyrant was there waiting in the wings, but interesting touch right here from Tyrant. It's going to progress it over towards the orange side of the field. Final 8 seconds now. Spooky misses this one. Off the back wall is Paydirt. To say you have to think that CT or somebody was kind of lurking for this one, but they're going to let it fly. Off the sidewall, still alive. Tyrant up in the air, advances it upfield, and no one from Victory is upfield, though. So unfortunate opportunity right there for Victory. But Maulers are going to do this one in a 3-2 fashion.
Well, and here we go to another game 5.
Game 5.
Game 5.
Where you at? This is only game 4.
Wait, kid? Oh.
Score
Oh,
is
damn.
2-1.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I have to say,
still love you.
it's a little thanks. It's a little late. It's
Now,
a little late.
For those of us who don't know, are you comfortable sharing where you're at right now, Soph? Because
Yeah,
so the
absolutely.
viewers know.
It's super fine.
You can go ahead and say it if you like. I'm not, you know.
So you
yeah, no-
guys, definitely, it's almost 2 a.m. here in Brazil, so bear with me, okay? My apologies.
10:30 here Central Time for us, so we're all just, cracking open that second energy drink, trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
Here comes Tyrant, though, as we head into game number 4. Victory needs to win this one, or us Maulers are going to take this 3-1 victory over Victory. And it's not something that I predicted. I predicted Victory to kind of take this series, but it's been closer than I expected.
I don't know. I just had a feeling that was going to be very balanced. Well, we didn't have any, any evidence, but
I mean, for the most part, it has been a really, really balanced game. It's just come down to a couple of goals. I don't think there has been any really just breakout games so far. It's been 1 by 1, maybe 2 goals tops. That one almost finds its way through as well from Spooky, but Patriots going to save it away. But for for the most part, it has been really, really balanced. Just minimal mistakes from both sides. A couple of missed opportunities for both sides. What?
Ooh.
What a shot from Fire as it rolls up the right post. He has the second touch off the back wall.
That was very nice positioning. Very, very good.
1-0 in favor of Victory off that crazy shot.
Oh,
right
damn.
back to it, though, is Jax.
Damn.
Off of the kickoff. Watch this one back real quick. Just the perfect read. Saves just enough boost to have that second touch to tie this ball game right back up.
And things are getting pretty intense.
Three minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Fire on the cross now. Shoots that one a little bit too high. It's going to be in favor of Paydirt, who brings this one over right to the blue side of the field in a hurry. Spooky now. Off the left side, CT pops it away. Still a back and forth ball game. Both teams not wanting to give an inch. But here comes Fire now. Just lays this one up. Tyrant almost finds it and connects with it. But two members from Maulers quickly pop that one right back away. You see Spooky just time and time again, just kind of leisurely rolling his way back towards the net and just puts a threatening shot towards it. And it's been working out in his favor, though. You know, those little soft touches have been working out for him.
I feel like at this point, these teams are playing on the enemy's mistakes. Because that's what they need to do. They know they're both strong. They know that even if they go aggressive, and oh, that was scarily close. Tyrant,
Very, very close.
Fire. Can you is there anybody there?
Everybody just having their chance to try to score this one for Victory, but nobody
Yeah.
being able to connect with this one. It's going to be a chance now for the Maulers to try to get something done, but it's intercepted by Spooky at midfield. He puts this one off the back wall, trying to go for that second touch as well. CT going to bring this one. It's going to be a 1v1 situation against Fire. Tries to go back post. Puts that flick a little bit too high. But still a good read and a good take right there from CT. Infield pass. Give and take. Oh, what a pinch. And this one is going to work out in favor of Victory.
Right back. Wow.
What a shot right there. I'm not even sure who scored that one. I think they're going to chalk it up towards Fire, but
Yeah. I think
Tyrant
it
was
was.
definitely there assisting with that one through and through. And if that's what it takes to get past this Maulers defense, then hey, get it
Yeah.
done. But Maulers have been playing phenomenal on defense, even better on offense as well. So I think that they can kind of drive down the field and tie this ball game right back up.
Oh, what a save.
Off the back wall. That one's a little bit scary. You saw Spooky missing one earlier off the back wall. Here comes Paydirt in the corner. Fire. No boost. Trying to get the clear for this one. And defense kind of sniffs that the no boost is out. Jax has a chance at this one. Can he get the second touch? He does!
Jax!
Jax! Another solo goal in the books for him, and this one's a beauty.
Look at that. Let's appreciate. Nice. And noise.
I can't speak.
Just stunned.
That was just ridiculous right there from Jax. That was just a mechanical play, showing off the mechanics there. Off the side wall. He knew he had that one as soon as he left the ground. It was just amazing to see.
Really did.
Here comes Jax right back, puts a pass towards mid. Ball game is tied up. We're looking at another overtime matchup. The last one
Yeah, we
finished, I
might be.
believe, 12 seconds. I think the last one lasted, right?
Yeah, yes.
Fire, nice
These
little touch
teams have
right
been
here.
very quick in scoring those golden goals on overtime.
Uh-oh, this one. Threatening
Fire.
shot from Jax in the corner, so defense being on par right there. Final 23 seconds now. Spooky has a chance. Going to bring this one up towards mid. Didn't pick up that midfield boost, so it's going to put the defense in a little bit of shambles, but quickly rotates back. Here comes the final 10 seconds now in this game number 4. Tyrant, last chance opportunity right here for victory. Puts it off the back wall, shoots it just a little bit too hard. So still might have a chance though, as you see Spooky kind of lingering at midfield. Good interception right here from Tyrant. CT up in the air now. Fire right back towards the other side. Be popped up in the air, and Tyrant's going to kill
there
this
it
one at
is.
midfield. Definitely had a chance at that one to kind of negate this overtime, but instead we're making it more exciting for you guys. Maulers
yeah.
need this one. They're up 2-1 in the series. So if they score first, then obviously they're going to walk away with a victory in a 3-1 fashion.
Yeah, that's possible. Whew. How exciting these series have been.
Listen, I'm going to have to ask you to breathe, Sofchan. I know you're at the edge of your seat right now. We're going to need you. CT's bringing this one upfield.
I'm
Fire.
okay. I'm okay. No need to call 911 yet.
Here we go. Pay dirt now. We're bringing this one. Tyrant going to intercept it at mid. Still keeps the possession on the orange side of the field. CT kind of making a little bit of a hesitation move there. So a couple of mind games being played on both ends. CT kind of baiting the defense to kind of attack that one. But you would think that Jax is going to pop off in this overtime match. He's been playing so well.
It's true. Always so assertive in those shots on target.
And you see he's just being really aggressive as well. See if CT can kind of get the ball in play for this Mauler's defense. He did kind of get the possession just temporarily. Here comes Jax. Maybe another individual goal here. Spooky says no. I'm going to cut this one off early. And Jax just being a nuisance on the defensive side as well. Kind of seen that being presented by, I think that was Tyrant earlier, kind of being a nuisance. Now Jax just follows up on his shot and tries to open up something on the defensive side for his offense to kind of score here. Fire. Hit 50-50 right there on the goal line. Spooky puts this one towards mid. Tyrant has a shot. Jax with the interception. And that's high tier Rocket League right there. You see these plays, you see the defense recognize them, and then they kind of pre-jump that route early. So instead of them having a great offensive pass, it turns into an interception.
And they have been so well executed. So nice to see.
2 minutes into this overtime matchup. It's been officially the longest overtime we've had all night, as far as for us, Sofchan.
Yeah.
Still believe it's anybody's ball game, but I really do feel like it's going to be swaying in favor just a little bit for the Maulers. A little caster curse right there. We're going to see if it stands true or not. But I mean, just the way that the Maulers have been playing, like you see, they're just so poised and they're so confident on the offense. Like when they start to take over on offense, you know. And for victory, it's like their offense is there, but at the same time, it's kind of like it comes off of a mistake from the Maulers. So we'll see if it stands true or not. I would definitely like to see it force game number 5.
Yeah, but I mean, if Victory can capitalize on that mistakes, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Right there, you see Victory had a chance. I think that was Tyrant that brought that one upfield, and Spooky was lingering, but he just did not read that one appropriately.
Yeah. Victor seems
Everybody?
a little bit uncoordinated. Maybe probably getting a little bit nervous with this very long overtime.
I was gonna say, everybody just remember to breathe.
Yeah. That's definitely the tip. That's what we need. They need to remember to fire. Okay, back into Jax.
Fire with the pre-jump off the side wall. Tyrant gonna try to follow up touch this one off the back wall. Let's see if Spooky has the angle. He does!
Oh,
Spooky puts it in! Spooky!
Wow! 345! Yo, that was
Great.
nice. That was
I was gonna say,
super
great
nice.
team play right there. Everybody getting involved in that team play right there for victory.
We love to
Whatever
see
it takes to get past the Maulers defense, and they tie the series right back up 2-2 and force this game number 5. Wow.
Damn, that's wonderful. That was such a great goal.
It really was. So, you know, it's just like I said, Fire pre-jumped that one perfectly, and if Tyrant didn't get that touch off the back wall, and then just the confidence that Spooky had to have the follow-up touch, that's exactly what Victory needed to do. They had to get everybody involved to do it, And if they didn't, I tell you what, the counterattack was going to be open for Maulers to kind of score on that one if it was going to be saved away, because I think Tyrant might have been in time, but you've seen Tyrant. I mean, not Tyrant. I'm sorry, my apologies. I think that Fire could have been in time. Tyrant would have been on the right-hand side, and of course Spooky was trying to score that one. So, yeah, huge goal right there for Spooky.
Really, really clean. And we're starting off with a very confident victory. Very confident. Look at that aggression early on.
I feel like that's how you have to play the Maulers team, though. You have to play really aggressive, because they have such a good offense, and not to mention that their defense is really good as well. Jax being at the helm of all of that, just kind of being the decision maker, the aggressor on offense and on defense. He's definitely probably one of the best players on the field right now. I would probably confidently say the best player on the field right now, mechanically, and just his game sense.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree with that. But is it going to be enough? Just the one player? Because Victory's coordination has been paying off. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the team comms are definitely there in favor of Victory. You see a lot more individual plays being presented for Maulers, but the team chemistry, for Victory is definitely going to be the deciding factor. Is it going to crack, or is Jax going to pop one by everybody? Are we going to see finally maybe another a connection from a passing play from Maulers as well? Because those have been there too. So nice shot right here from Jax. Going to be saved away from Tyrant. So say Paydirt kind of had a chance to follow that one up, just a little bit too slow on the read there. But Fire just making a really good save as well.
Well, and as we've been seeing since the beginning of the series, both these teams have been bringing such great and entertaining matches.
And so close, just back and forth the whole entire time. And there's already been 2 minutes off the clock. I mean, that just shows you just how much Rocket League has been played. Of course, nothing has been scored, but it's just nobody is budging. Everybody's just taking these chances. They're being saved away. So the reads are there, but the defense has just been standing tall the whole entire series.
Yeah.
Chance right there for Fire. Free jump that one. It was a great read, but just stuffed. Couldn't get who that was on the Mauler side. Let's just go ahead and give credit to Paydirt. Paydirt stopped that.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
But that was a great play right there. Great free jump right there from Fire. This one's still on the orange side of the field. Tyrant wraps this one around. CT interception. The net is open. Spooky only person back, but he was going for the boost. And CT taking full advantage of this aggressive style that Victory has presented to them.
Look at that goal to goal. Wow.
Yep, coast to coast shot right there for CT. Puts the Maulers up 1-0, 2:15 left. And I would think that just the way everything has been playing out so far, just how tight it has been, that one goal might be enough.
It might. It might. Oh! Oh! That was almost an instant caster curse.
And by the way, my caster curse does stand true. I think I did pick Maulers in overtime to win that matchup, and Victory actually came through. So I'm sorry in advance. But look at this one right here. CT playing a little bit of mind games with Fire. Could have probably put Maulers up by another goal, but I'm not too sure what happened there in that transaction, but definitely in favor of Victory that time. Fire has a boost and then trying to bring this one upfield back towards the orange side of the field. Tyrant gonna have to win this 50-50 against Jax, but Jax just gives up possession of the ball instead. Trying to make the defense make a mistake here, and so far it's been working out as Paydirt brings this one in a threatening shot. Saved away easily, though, by Tyrant. So see if Jackson kind of get this angle, maybe a pass over to CT, but it's going to be intercepted instead. So has a chance right here. Paydirt, good job bringing this one back towards the other side. But he's going to score this one as well.
How did that happen? Wow. Wow. And once again, wow, that was beautiful. Speechless again?
I mean, I was just kind of trying to process what happened.
Right?
just a good individual goal right there from Paydirt. You know, just being the aggressor, and these solo goals have been working out in favor of Maulers. So it doesn't necessarily take every single member of the field to touch the ball to get something going, but Victory has been playing very, very well, especially from being down behind. But I don't know, Maulers just look like the better team right now, especially being up 2-0 with only 30 seconds remaining. Here comes Tyrant now, trying to tie this, or try to get at least one goal out of this one. Gonna be cleared away by CT over to Paydirt. Nice 50-50 right here from Tyrant. Spooky has just enough boost. Tyrant has boost too!
What a
And it's
save!
saved away by CT. And I believe that was Jax on the goal line as well. This one might try to find its way through. Jax interception. Spooky. Good 50-50 as well from Jax. And that right there, I really feel like is going to do it. Maulers are going to hang on and take this series lead. And take the victory as well. Give them another W in the column right there.
Oh, that was close.
As they win this series 3-2. What an impressive performance right there for the Maulers.
That was impressive. Such a great job by both teams. And Maulers just... So, well, they said, will one person goals, one person plays pay off?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
did. It did.
Yeah.
It just did.
I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. You have one player that just pops off at the right time, and you know, they take advantage of the defense being overextended. CT was that first goal right there in game number 5. Pretty much showed you right then and there, you know, the rotation issues that Victory had, and then you had Paydirt, who just won a huge 50-50, and it just kind of pinched its way into the back of the net that extended that lead by one more goal. So, I mean, like I said beforehand, Maulers definitely showing up, showing out, looking like the better team out there, especially with Jax being on their team. They're going to be solid throughout this whole entire season.
That was just wonderful to watch.
But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to call it for us tonight. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for this Minnesota Championship Series. This is only week number 1, so if you guys want to see some more Rocket League action, don't forget to hit that follow button and join us next time for week number 2 action. I'd like to thank our producer, Tibbles, on the back end, pushing the buttons, getting the job done, and making sure everything is running correctly and smoothly. And Sofchan, I'd like to thank you as well for joining me for co-casting our first time together. Where can the lovely
Absolutely.
people find you, Sofchan?
It is my pleasure. It's been great being here, working with you, Whoops, all the team with the Minnesota Championship Series, and it's been great having you here. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next week.
So baby, let's open tonight. Gonna make you move from side to side. We gon' make you lose all inside your mind. Oh, we gon' get you through this just for one more night. So baby, let's all bet tonight.